Hello, 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 everybody. Um, Thank you for all your support and all the people that have subscribed to my channel, and thank you for first. I'm gonna say this. Thank you for the thumbs up and everything like that. But I just wanted to discuss some things about that first debate tonight, just for a few minutes, because I'm like practically yelling at the TV because oh my gosh, y'all, this was such a goofy ass unpresidential, unprofessional ass debate for the first debate. I'm scared about how the second one's going to go, but I hope that Trump's advisors or advisories tell him that it's not polite to cut off people while they're talking, especially in a debate. You're supposed to let that person say their part and then you say your part. You're all going to have a chance to say what you want to say in a time limit, but you'll have a chance to speak. And I just feel so bad for Biden because he didn't get a word in otherwise because he's soft spoken. And, you know, it takes being a president for about 4 years, not three, as the president was saying, 4 years to get the gumption to get up there and really be able to express how you feel. Um, I just don't understand why they wouldn't cut his mic off. Why cut off his mic while he's talking while the other one's talking. Keep it professional because right now that looked like a whole freak show up there. And hold on, y'all, real quick. Okay, anyway, so I just feel like, I hope the next one can go better. I hope somebody, hey, the portal, much love. Thank you for coming. Yeah, here first. I did this a little bit later, like I was advised to, but ain't nobody showing up yet. But I guess because everybody's probably on the other lives because everybody's talking about the same thing. But anyways, I just got up here to just voice my opinion about it. And it was giving me so much bad high anxiety listening to that damn debate. Like, oh my gosh, both of these men, I don't even know. Like, I never voted before, but this makes me want to get up there and vote. Shoot. Hey Monte. Oh, thank you, the Porto. This makes me want to get up there, go up there and vote. Shit. But I don't even know who to vote for at this point. It's like, golly, and then Trump bringing Biden's family and kids into the situation. It was just a whole goofy ass debate, if you ask me. And the other like third world and all them, the other countries are probably laughing at the United States right now because we've been made a mockery of. We've been made a mockery of for the last past 4 years, shit, and probably even longer. But that right there was just a joke and a half. I just can't believe that went down like it did. Next time they should know to cut Trump's mic off when he's talking at a turn because he did a lot of that. And I don't know, it's because he feels like if he overtalks Biden, then he'll get his point across, or that'll get him some ups with people. And there you got people in these chat rooms that I went to see what was going on in the discussion. Well, obviously can't vote for Trump, so all you got is old Joe, and he's too old to be running the whole country. I mean, I'm not trying to speak about age or anything, but damn, like, what other options do we have? You only have two people, one person running against Trump. That's crazy as hell. I remember when it was about four guys up there running. Now you only got two, and it's like, who the hell do we vote for? I mean, Biden at one hand wants to push Islamic teaching education in the schools, and that's I don't agree with that. And then both of them like are trying to set up this one world, one church, one religion, one government, like world. They want us to be all ran under the same thing. Hey, lovely love, and I just feel like that's not cool. Like I'd vote for the Grinch. And it's crazy. It's like I don't want to push for my child or anybody else's child to be um taught the Islamic, religion in schools. That should not be a um mandatory lesson for our children. Joe O, but if he dies, then you'll have your first black woman. So I mean, it's a win-win. But who? Camilla, whatever her name is. Oh no. No. Mm-mm. Is that Trump or is that Biden's? I think that's Biden's vice president or whatever. But I just don't know, man. Like we got to get it together. We got to get it together. Simply A, that's not true. What's not true? She's better than Pence. I don't know. Shit, whoever it's gonna be, the way the world's going right now with this COVID and all that, whoever it's gonna be, we gotta pray because it is going to be the Antichrist. And I just Carmel Harris, yeah. Um, we gotta pray though, y'all. We gotta really pray about this one because whoever it's gonna be, I already feel destruction coming towards our way, and it's really scary though if you think about it. Like these guys, they're pushing for all this stuff to go down, but usually when they get into the office or whoever wins, it don't go down the way they say all these promises and all this like that. I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that. It don't go down that way. Let me run for president. I know, right? Ghetto preacher for president 2021. Shoot. I mean, look at where we are at with Trump and Pence. Joe was there with Obama, and you like I'm better than Trump, right? You like him better than Trump, right? Obama, I mean, he was cool, but if if we could, shit, I would like to get Clinton back in the office. But I know that ain't gonna happen. But because as far as I'm concerned, if you do your research and look at what was done, okay, Love says at this point I don't care who get office, but Trump have to go. I don't know. I just don't know. Everybody is against Trump. Most of the black people are against Trump, but at the same time, when we look at it and we really go into detail about what they're really actually trying to push on this country, I would have to say that I would probably want Trump to run another term because I don't know. I really don't know actually though. I really don't know because Trump is a whole clown out here. But at the same time, my fiance was telling me he heard something about what's his name? Trump or no, Biden. Biden was trying to say that it would be okay for mankind to have relations with animals. I don't know how true that is, but that's bestiality, and that is just a no-no. Like all this free will they're trying to put on the United States. When you have free will and you have too much freedom can be a bad thing. Like I know we have free will already, God-given free will, but damn, when you show Americans freedom, they take it too fucking far. And then on the other hand, I thought I heard Trump say that the KKK was Proud Boys. The fuck are you talking about? Like what? You refer to KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, as Proud Boys. The fuck? They are not like make America great again, get immigrants out, get the minorities out, kill them all. No, hell no. That's some crazy ass shit. Hey, Anthony. That's crazy ass shit right there. Like, what? So you're telling me that you back the KKK? Like, I don't get it. And then Biden, you know, the things that he believes in is not necessarily what Christians believe in. And, like it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy, y'all. I'm trying to explain it because there's so much to explain. But when you look at the bigger picture, they're cutting our freedom. The United States is going to hell. I said, you don't. Huh? I said, you don't. Going to hell. I said, you don't. Man, in either way you look at it, we are doomed, and we need to pray. We need to pray harder than ever because if you look at the scriptures in the Bible, then you will see that all of the stuff in Revelations is coming to the forefront. Okay, well, Joe was Obama's man, and Clinton is the reason all your brothers and sisters are locked up for nonviolent crime. Trump gave us what we have now. So if you like where the country is, then vote for Trump. Trump is a bozo, and Ronald rode up in one. Good night. Good night. Well, I feel like, there's something bigger than, I don't necessarily agree with, people being locked up for nonviolent crimes. But when you have somebody that has been locked up for years and years and years, when you let them back out into society right now with this COVID going on, they will have no choice but to convert back to their old ways of terrorizing and robbing or whatever and stuff like that, whatever it had may have been. But you got Trump that says that um, he's saying that like the guys who sold drugs and like they put drugs into society and they sell them, the big drug dealers need to stay locked up because they are ruining the society. Which I feel like, okay, in a sense that's true, but on another hand, like I got a family member that has a well on my other side of my family, I have a family member that's locked up because he was a big drug pen, guy, and he got 60 years to life, which I don't agree with. I mean, he should be able to been let out a long time ago. I mean, 60 years to life for a nonviolent crime, that's crazy as fuck. But I said it wrong. United States is going to hell. I see it. Don't you? My fault. I see it. Don't you? My fault. Okay, I get you. Let me take that back. I used to watch Bozo when I was little with that confusing ass question: do you walk to school or carry your lunch? And then there was certain things that he said that Trump has said that threw me off though. And I know he was trying to get his point across. That's why he kept on talking at the term. But like a few things that you have to pay attention to is the statement behind what's being said. And Trump, I don't know if because I don't know what's going down with these debates and stuff these days. Because the last debate too, the one where Trump got elected, really was really a shit show too. Like I just don't get, where actually where do they really stand? Trump says stuff to please the ears so that he can get reelected. And he kept saying that he was only elected for 3 years. But honey, it's 4 years. So I don't know if somebody was a little bug in his ear and told him 4 years after a while because he kept saying three. And I'm like, what? This guy don't know how long he was in office. But Obama got a lot of prisoners out of prison that was serving too long sentence. Yes, he did. But we can't have Obama again. He already did his 2 terms. So now we got to look at our options. Our options are Joe Biden and Trump. So when we look at it, we try to figure out who we are for, who we stand for. And right now, I'm confused. I don't know who I would vote for, really, to tell you the truth. And will it really even count now that they want to do mail-in uh, votes? They want to be able to mail it in, mail your vote in. But Trump was saying something about how they were just finding ballots in the trash, and stuff like that, and all over, how some of them didn't even get counted. So if some of them didn't even get counted, he said it was fraudulent, but he won. So are you saying that your vote into office was fraudulent? And if you do win again, is it still going to look fraudulent to you? I just don't get it. Like, what is he actually saying? And to bring up Biden's son into this, and I don't know I don't know who it was. Who was it? Was it Biden's son that died from brain cancer or brain tumor or something like that? I know it was somebody in his family that did, but that was a low blow for him to do that. And I just feel bad for Biden because he couldn't even talk. Like he kept pausing and he's so soft spoken he couldn't even get his words in. But I was still understanding some of the things he was saying. And the guy, the moderator or whatever, the guy in the middle that was supposed to handle it, I mean, he just couldn't. And they not cutting off no mics or nothing. They just over talking each other. It was just a shit show. I'm telling you. And I just feel like, if we do vote, we really need to go and do our research on these two guys. We really need to know, like, what do they really stand for? What are they going to get us into? And on top of that, I'm really discouraged though, because I feel like mine better not be in the trash. I mailed my ballot Friday. But I really feel like, either way we go with this vote, it's still going to lead us all to the same roads, you know. And it's just a scary thought because if we do end up getting to that one world government, one world church, we're in a lot of shit because this is all in the Bible. I mean, a lot of people don't have to believe, but you don't have to believe, but if you read it, you'll see that it's coming to pass. Revelations is open and it's the beginning of birth pains. Um, right now that we are going through, and it's only can get worse from here. The only person that we can turn to right now and who we should have been turning to is God in all this mess, because this is like something that will change our economy. This will change our world wide, not even just the United States. This is going to change how other countries view us also. Chris Wallace didn't take control like he should have, right? Trump was going to booby trap the election. Watch what I tell you. I don't know. I mean, it's always been some kind of thing between the ballots and fraudulent things happening in the government. We don't know shit, and the media is gonna have a field day. Let me tell you this: when you wake up in the morning, turn on your news, and I bet you're gonna be having the media gonna go wild on some of the things that Trump said last night or tonight. You know, they are gonna have a field day with it, and I don't know. I just feel like shit, y'all. I don't even know about this one. I feel like we are stuck. Like whatever way we go, whatever way we vote, you know, people say, "Oh, your vote counts, so you need to get out there and vote." I really don't believe that statement. I don't believe that at all. I believe some of our votes are not being counted, because they already have who's going to win in the making. They already know who's going to win. What got me was when Chris Wallace said, "If you about peace, Trump, then tell the white supremacists and racist people to stop the hate and destruction." Then Trump said, "Step back and stand down." Yeah, he also referred to the KKK and the white supremacists as proud boys. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Did I just hear that? Hey, Miss B, did I just hear him call the KKK proud boys? Are you serious? Is that what you're talking about when you say make America great again? Shit. Mm-mm-mm. What a mockery they made of us tonight. A straight up mockery. And it just makes me feel like the United States has lost control completely of everything. You know, it doesn't matter at this point what we say or what we think as the people. You know, we the people, we can band together all we want to, but at the end of the day, the government's gonna do what they're gonna do. Like, I don't know. I just feel really just discouraged about this. And it gave me they are proud to be stupid, right? To be ignorant. It just gave me some high anxiety tonight. And I'm gonna say my prayers before bed about this because I just don't know. I really feel like it's just that old orange fool. Man, I really feel like we are headed towards a doom, really. Simply Miss TR said drop the link. Oh, okay. Sorry, Miss TR, I can't see you still. Let me see. Try to drop the link. Okay. So right now I'm stuck in limbo on who I feel like I really want to vote for or who I think should win the presidential debate right now. I just don't have any words because I feel like I'm confused. I'm so confused on this damn debate. It was such a mockery, such a foolish way of representing the United States on both sides. Like, first off, if you're going to run for president, then you need to, if you're going to run again for president, then you need to be professional on how you come about to the people. And tonight, Trump was not professional at all. I don't even know how he got in office the first time, really, to be honest with you. I just don't know. But I mean, like I said, like first he played dumb by saying who what I should call them, evidence that he is a good old boy, right? If you look at some of the do the research behind some of the stuff that they were talking about, I mean, it was right there on screen where um hey ghetto preacher,
Hey,
it was hey, it was right there on screen where Trump's own family said do not reelect him. His own family, like people from way back in his family was like, if y'all elect him, y'all gonna be electing, something evil into office. And, it really feels like it to me. And then on the other side, it's like I dropped the link, Miss TR. I don't know if I can see you talking to her, lovely love, but I can't see her down there. But I dropped the link down there. What do you think, Ghetto?
you know what? I didn't see the whole debate. I had went to Walmart, got some hair stuff, and a friend of mine called me and said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm leaving Walmart." She said, "You ain't gonna believe what happened." I said, "I'm like, how I see. I don't want to know." And she told me about what that dude said about the white supremacists about standing down. I had to concentrate by putting both my hands on the steering wheel so I can go home in the one piece. Because I was furious when she told me that. Not at her, but I'm saying what he said about the white supremacists. I'm like, stand down. So
Yeah.
what he's saying is this. He wants, the emphasis on wants, to have blood in his hand when if things get ugly. He wants to start a race war. He wants to have this country divided than it already is. He ain't nothing but a bully, a troublemaker, an agitator, an instigator, an asshole. All the above and then some. Because what he did tonight at the debate, like you said, it was a big ha 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 joke. I couldn't be running for president. If I had somebody I was running against and they cut me off, oh my God, they would have to cut the TV off because I would have a mouth on me. You don't shut your ignorant ass up. I am talking. My mom used to tell me when I was a kid, you don't talk when grown folks talking. I would have told Trump that same word. You don't talk when grown folks are talking. Shut your stupid ass up. But, I'm hood like that. But I was like, what am I watching? I said, I can't take this no more. I'm going to Water World, get my hair stuff. I'm come back. But that phone call disturbed me. When she told me that he said standing down. When he said standing down to the white supremacists and the Antifas and left and right wing. I said, yeah, you want blood to be shed.
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
die before God, you have to answer to every single act you provoked. But you could not stop it.
Exactly. And then does he think that saying that will get him black votes? Hell no. Any black person
that's how he thinks. That's how he thinks, but it ain't going that way.
Yeah. Any black that votes for him after that statement, I have to really question your mental status, because I feel like if you can still vote for a guy who says something like that, something's got to be wrong. But at the other hand, though, Biden, oh my God, we need more options. We need more runner-ups or somebody else to run. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't go for neither one of them at this point.
You're right. I mean, right now, I don't have it. Speaking for myself, I don't have a choice. I rather vote for B than T. But it's like, to me, when Biden was speaking, he did not take charge. He did not take charge.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. If you're going to be a president,
in my opinion.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. If you're going to be president, you got to know how to, roll with the punches. You got to know how to, assert yourself and stand up and be aggressive. And it seemed like he couldn't do that. So that makes me feel like he's really like a passable, like he's like he's not strong enough. I'm sorry to say that, but it feels like he's not strong enough to me.
Don't be sorry, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Woosa.
When I do say something about Biden like that, everybody jumps on my back and be like, so you're a Trump supporter? You're a Trump? No, I'm not necessarily a Trump supporter. I'm just saying our options are few, and the options that we have right now, golly, like, damn, we're damned if we do and damned if we don't, really.
Mm-hmm. And it's your opinion. And some folks can't handle people's opinion. They get all bent out of shape. Why you feel that way? Because it's my opinion. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
I'm not putting on y'all.
Exactly. Oh, but how do you feel about these mail-in ballots, like the mail-in votes? I feel like it's something to that.
Well, like I said, I mailed mine in last Friday. And I think for me personally, it's better for me because I have 2 underlying conditions that I can catch. If I caught this 19 virus real quick, I am more susceptible of dying, because I have kidney disease and lymphoma cancer, which I'm in remission for, and I got congestive heart failure. So I can't be around anybody who's infected. Thank you. But I can't be around anybody who's infected. So I'm kind of for the mail-in ballot. I just don't want my stuff being trash. Count that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Miss V.
Hey, how are you?
What up, V?
Hey.
He's in the house.
What we don't want, right? We don't want what happened the last time, that people did not vote. Anything is better than Trump right now. Even a goat in a farm is better than Trump right now.
Yeah.
So don't neglect to vote. And then there is a toss-up in the election where a few votes would have made a difference. You got to get that man out of there. That man is it's like poison. There's nothing good about him. then come to find out, well, we always know that he was a liar. Come to find out he only paid $700 in taxes. People at McDonald's end up paying more than that.
Yeah, exactly. And then they put Arsenio Hall in jail for not paying his taxes when he offered
Arsenio Hall in jail?
not Arsenio Hall, was it Wesley? They put him
Wesley
that when they
Snipes.
tried,
Wesley Snipes.
yeah, they
Wesley
tried
Snipes,
because,
Blade.
yeah, my bad, Arsenio Hall. Wesley Snipes, because he I don't know why I got that on my brain, but he offered to pay some of his taxes also, but they still convicted him of tax fraud.
But
And
let me tell you sorry.
Go ahead.
The other reason Trump wants to stay in office is because most of his stuff is on bail. As soon as he get out of office, the New York Attorney General, they're going to slap him with subpoenas.
Yeah.
And he wants to die in office. He doesn't want to face the music.
Exactly. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and talk. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Miss TR up here.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I know that we should go ahead and vote. That's the mistake that people made the last time, to say, well, I don't like Hillary, and Bernie was not the person that was nominated for the Democrat. But you stand a chance of that orange fool getting back in there. So vote. I am not mailing in my ballot because my vote have to count. Like, I'm a foreigner, and for all that I'm seeing happen, I want betterment for people here. And my vote will not be thrown in the trash can. I'm going to the poll. And I'm taking all my 150 children with me.
You know what, V? That's a good point you made. I wonder if people like me who did vote by mail can vote again in person. But I'm scared to, because like I said, I have two underlying conditions I'm fighting for. I'm fighting against. Fighting for, Lord have mercy. Fighting against. The devil is a liar. I don't want to be at risk of someone who is infected coughing on me and all whatnot, and I catch it. You know, I don't want that. So I think it's best to stay at home.
I believe they allow, well, I wouldn't say I believe, we know that they allow this thing to happen. They didn't really care. So many people die, and a lot of people in the less off community that died. And, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't be, well, yeah, they died, so they wouldn't be able to vote. So I think they allow that to happen, the coronavirus.
Yeah.
But one thing you should do, because of your immune system, when you come from outside, put some salt in a pot of boiling water and drain your sinus.
Okay.
Yeah, it will help you, because that stuff can live in, it cannot survive in heat. Another wave of that virus is coming around because outside is getting cold now.
Yeah.
So as much as you could help yourself, you get that sea salt, and you could get it from the Dollar Tree, and make like a salt bath on your stove and just drain your nasal.
Like put my head in the pot.
Yeah, salt is the only preservative that cannot get corrupted. Like, nothing could spoil salt. Salt could spoil anything.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. Thank you.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that scene in the first Crocodile Dundee when old boy had that cocaine addiction. He took put his head in that pot.
Yeah, drain your nasal as much as you could and wash your hand. That's all you could do. Do your best and let God do the rest.
Oh, that's all the time, washing my hands. Yeah.
Hi, lovely.
Hey, y'all. Hey, V. Hey, Preacher. Hey, Simply. Miss TR, she been trying to get on. I guess y'all can't see each other or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it because I was trying to make her a mod so she can get up, but it won't even let me do that. Like, I don't know what happened with this.
Oh, but you know what? Design, I'm with you. I don't care who it is. Trump got to get up out of here. I don't care what
Girl,
nobody say.
it could be a billy goat with beard.
He got to go, baby. He got
He
to
got
go.
to go.
I mean, you
Yes,
know what?
indeed.
I've been hearing a lot of people.
Mhm.
I've been getting phone calls. My friends and they family members, everybody into this evidently, and they kids, like my kids, they're gonna
Mhm.
vote. Thank God.
Yep.
But at first they wasn't, like a month ago or
Mhm.
so. I think it was about
Mhm.
a month or so. We was talking about it, and they was like they're not gonna vote because they feel like, I think they feel like simply, like, I ain't gonna say simply ain't gonna vote, but they really don't know. But I've been getting phone calls, and I might be jumping down in a minute. But these younger kids, they are not voting.
But
They just
you can't just throw it up in the air and leave it like that. Change happen. See, the thing is, you cannot complain if you're not a part of the process.
exactly, and that's the way we trying to install and instill in the younger
Yeah.
generation. You have the right to vote. Vote.
Uh-huh. And
You know what I
then
mean?
the other part about it is like, okay, God forbid Trump get back in, you're gonna be still complaining for another 4 more years. So get his tail out. Biden is the less of the evil.
Okay, that's what okay. I like the way you said that. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna be still complaining. Oh, I'm not gonna
You're
vote.
gonna complain every year, anybody getting here anyway. But
Anybody.
yeah, but
Because
you try to
go ahead.
get the best one that you can get.
Yeah, I heard somebody said earlier that Obama didn't do anything for us, but the obstacle that Obama faced, he didn't have a full House and he didn't have a full Senate.
Exactly.
And the House blocked everything. Mitch McConnell said he's going to block every bill that Trump put in there. So no,
Exactly.
not Trump,
I
Obama.
was so
Every
correct.
bill that Obama put in there. So even though he become president, the country has laws and they have like a system that you have to go through. It has to go through the Senate, then it has to
Yeah.
go through the House.
And
The
a lot of
last.
people don't know
Go
that.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
So.
don't know that. They think because you
Uh-huh.
the president, you can say, "Oh, sign this bill," or "Do this and do that." No, 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 baby. They
All the
gotta
ducks
vote
have
on
to
it and
line
all.
up. Hmm. All the ducks have to line up, and he cannot just break the rule. Some of the stuff he make executive orders, and still Trump came behind him and took away even the coronavirus team. He broke that up.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth about me.
Hmm.
I didn't know about the government that, like the president and all that. It's just that who did I like or what they were saying at that time. And that's
Hmm.
why I said when Obama came in office,
Hmm.
he really spoke to us and told us how this thing go. Because I didn't
Hmm.
know how it went at first.
Hmm.
I promise you I didn't. I was like,
Hmm.
well, the president, why he can't do this? Why he can't do that?
Hmm.
But then when Obama broke it down for me,
Hmm.
I understood more. And if people didn't understand that, and I know y'all heard it. If I heard it,
Hmm.
y'all heard
Yeah, you have to have the Senate and you have to have the House. And even sometimes when you have like some of it, even if you have like some of the Senate and some of the House, sometimes they put certain things in the bill so the other party could get it passed. So sometimes you got to give up some of your stuff for them to get something or what they want. It doesn't mean that it's good for the party, but because, okay, like if you wanted healthcare to pass and they wanted to give money, I'm just drawing an example, to a wall.
it.
But you think about my people need healthcare. So you
Yeah.
say, you know what? Let me just throw the wall in so the bill could get passed.
And you gotta understand it's Democrat and politics is the
Policy.
Republican.
the
Uh-huh.
Republican and then it's Democrat. So if a president get in Democrat, uh, uh, the Republican really gonna go ham. If a
Mhm.
Republican get in there, Democrat is gonna go ham. So either
Mhm.
way, it's gonna be a fight either way.
Mhm. And see, they don't. This right now, the House, they don't even want to pass the stimulus.
Yep.
They don't want
And
to pass it. Which
But
is,
that
let me tell you, it's a shame. Do you know in Canada they get $2,000 a month?
I know, they've been getting that for a
Canada,
while.
Canada been better than us from jump. They get free health care for all their citizens.
Oh, I
Yes,
didn't know that
but
one simply.
yes, it would have been like that if Obama had his way, but they didn't want that to happen.
Simply, I did not know that, but I did get something in the mail and they was like they're paid for any special they're paid for you know how you go to the doctor and you have to pay extra to see a specialty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
specialist.
They was waiving that. They was waiving
Oh,
that
the
I think
copay.
Yeah,
for
Hmm.
until the end of I want to say the end of this month. I think it's almost over. But they
Hmm.
happened like a
well,
couple of months ago.
well, I have to still pay a copay when I go.
Hmm.
So I don't know
Yeah.
what that was, but I have to still pay a copay. Like I just went to my doctor's appointment 2 days ago, and I had to pay a copay. But
Okay,
they
you know
do,
how you pay, you know how you have to pay the copay, but then you got to think about when you go to specialty doctor, you still have to pay that extra money.
yeah.
You get what they was waiving all of that. That's
But
why.
you
Go
But
see,
ahead.
oh, go ahead, y'all.
but let me tell you this. Do you know, I think the universal health care, that's what it's called, that Canada has. Do you know that since back in John F. Kennedy days, they were trying to bring that forth? The only reason why it's named Obamacare is because it took Obama's lifetime to bring it to the forefront. And some of it was executive order. He didn't have the House, the Senate to pass the bill.
Yeah,
Yeah, so since John F. Kennedy days, they put that bill out there, but nobody could get it passed because what America is thinking, oh, that'll be too much money paying into the people. But if you have healthy people, they live longer. They pay more money into society.
Exactly.
yeah. But
Exactly.
the way that the government set up, the way they got these, they're pushing the way that they're pushing out these pills and this medical marijuana and stuff like that to make more money because we have been in debt for so many years. I don't care
Hmm.
what they say in the government because they're trying to say that we're not in debt no more, but we've been in debt for years. I mean, this has been decades and decades of debt that we have built up from
Hmm.
doing
So
business
you
with.
think how much debt we in now for the corona? We in total.
Right, right. But you know,
And then,
uh,
go ahead.
oh, no, I'm saying also you got other countries involved in what we're doing too. Like Trump
Mhm.
thought it was a good idea to cut China off and all its
Mhm. With
the
the
thing.
tariff, right?
Yeah, but he also wanted to cut off China from making stuff and send it to America too because his excuse was over the COVID because
Hmm.
of the disease being out there, originating
No,
from out
it
there.
wasn't that girl. It wasn't
You know
that.
what? We could have had the COVID in check a long time ago when it was first brought up before it even got
Yep.
out here to America, to the American people.
In my opinion, I think Trump wanted all this stuff to happen, and it's
Yes.
happening, and he really don't care about
Mhm.
Americans like he say he do. He
No,
just out here to just for his own evil pleasure or something that I'm the man. I'm the ultimate man. And to me, you is the ultimate man when you become the president.
No, he ain't. He's still a bum to
I know
me.
he's still there, but in his brain, he did the ultimate thing that you could do in United States. He's a businessman. He did all that. He had millions, and then now you the president.
he's a
No,
billionaire, but he's a
Oh
better
no, honey.
businessman than a
Oh
politician.
no, honey. He is not a billionaire.
I said millionaire.
Oh, okay.
I said billionaire. I'm the one who said billionaire. But
No, he
I'm
is not a billionaire. All of that is talk.
No, he
oh,
is a millionaire. Trust me. He
I
is.
say that
He
he
has
do.
million, but he's not a billionaire.
No,
I
oh,
say
I
the
didn't say
reason
that.
why I say that. The reason why I say that is because he's frauded a long time to get where he's at right now, and
Exactly.
Hmm.
Hey,
they
Anthony.
don't report they don't report all the income that they're really getting. Nobody
Hey,
really
hey.
does. That's the government.
Well, to how are you doing?
Hi, Anthony. How you
Hey,
doing?
all right, long time no see.
I know you have that lady chasing you around town still.
Nah, I ain't seen her in a while.
I been
You
saying
ain't
who
seen her in
chasing
a
you?
while.
Huh?
Lovely, you remember that lady that said she hate
Troll.
men?
Who?
I forgot
A
the name,
while
but
back
that's the
on
one.
Lovely.
But that's the one that sound like
Elizabeth.
when I was listening to the voice, it sounded like Skillet.
Oh,
Ben, shit, she been doing a lot on these YouTube streets.
Right.
I'm ready for her to get on my chat. I ain't lying.
Well, you
mm,
about to invite you talked to the other day. You was gonna write her on to the chat, and then you backed out
No, that was a
last
couple
week.
of last week. Oh yeah, and she never show up. I don't know
No,
why.
you
You
supposed
know
to
what?
call her
The
back.
next,
And
Oh,
you
I
the
said
next,
didn't
fuck
call
it.
her back.
You said fuck it.
Oh, okay.
I don't
before
know
that,
who that is.
Because I did talk to her because I got pissed off and made a video and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now. Y'all gotta make
Remember,
me remember.
you know what?
we was on a caper.
Oh, you
I'm not
heard
trying to,
Huh?
I'm not trying
you
to
heard
change the
it.
subject,
You,
but you
you
know
had
what
me
I think?
there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm
You know
sorry.
what I think they should do for the next debate though? I think they should cut off fucking Trump's mic when he's not supposed to be talking. Because how are we
Hmm.
supposed to debate when he keeps over talking Biden? You know,
Yeah.
we can't hear
But
Over,
you know
exactly
what?
over, and over
They
again.
can't do that because that isn't a debate.
Yeah.
And Joe gonna have to step up to the plate. He gonna have to put
what it's
his
supposed to
man
be.
claws on. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
but it's
because you know how
supposed
Trump
to be an
is.
organized debate.
Yeah, but
When
with
you
the
have a
both of
debate,
them
It makes
talking, nobody hear anything.
Yeah, but it actually makes Joe look good because he looking down like this stupid motherfucker. That's how I was getting my time.
Well, actually, no, it don't.
oh,
In other people's eyes, it actually don't, because they
yeah,
just
you're
looking at
right,
him
Fire
as
Star.
Sleepy Joe. They're like, oh, look, he can't even talk for himself. Look at him. He can't even,
Because he talking
have a
to an
rebuttal.
asshole. He
I
talking to a
know,
straight
I
up
know.
asshole. And
But
he
you
ain't
got to
gonna
think
get
about,
nothing in.
There were
but you
certain
got,
spots. There were
but you got to
certain
think about
points
the
where he
people.
was.
But
Go ahead, Anthony.
you got to think about the people who voted for Trump. You know what I mean? They think just alike. You know what I mean? They feel he do no wrong. So and even though they can still be, not easy persuaded, but they can be persuaded to move to the other side. But if he don't have a strong rebuttal and he just sit there and be quiet or just make like subtle points, that's not going to move too many people to get the numbers from the other side. It's a cat and mouse game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's how many people you can pull. See, first mistake was the election that we just passed. I mean, the elections that we in now is that when all the candidates was up there, you saw how many Democrats was running. With that being said, that broke the numbers down. It's a numbers game.
But
And
what
a lot of the supporters to those other candidates is not going to vote because their guy's not up there, i.e., Bernie. A lot of Bernie people is not going to vote for either one, and that's what Trump wants.
No, but did you understand how Trump, he the only president been in office that people done went to jail, people done resigned, and now he got his manager, I don't think it's his manager, or his campaign try to commit suicide or did. One or two, I
Right.
know I heard it. I'm like, are you kidding me? This man is freaking a bully of all this stuff going on because he know they catching on to him. They already did catch on to
See,
him.
this was what's so crazy about being president. A lot of people don't even go and look and see what is the criteria to run for president. And it's something that everybody should know. You know what I mean? For one, you're supposed to be an outstanding citizen. Paying your taxes. I
He
always
didn't
try to
do that.
highlight that first thing: pay your taxes.
He
You
didn't do
know,
that.
also be a U.S. citizen. You know how Hillary and a few people, McCain, went after Obama about being, American.
Yeah, but nobody
Um,
was trying to go after him, after Trump for taxes, but he still got up in there. And now he was like, he ain't paid in so many years.
and that's
How
my
did that
point.
happen?
It's like they sitting there and they splashing it all in our face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like, no matter what. Because if you go back, when Ross Perot, if some of y'all know who that is,
Yeah, I know
he,
he owned Home Depot.
yeah, he's an old rich tycoon. You know what I mean?
Big ears.
And
Big ears.
huh? What you say, Ghetto?
He got big ears too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he got money
He
now.
does.
Mhm.
He does.
Yeah,
He
he
got he
owns
got
Home
serious
Depot.
money. um, Now he ran when Bush was running for office. He tried to do the same tactic as Trump did. He tried a stronghold, but the problem was you can be wealthy, but you have to be powerful as well. You know what I mean? Those don't come together. You can be very wealthy and still don't have a certain amount of political power. And that's what the Bushes had, and that's what really got him eliminated from becoming president back in the 80s. Now, I want to address something about this Cheeto head having money. His assets, his assets is the amount of money that everybody believed that he has,
True.
and that's false. I mean, his assets is the amount of wealth that he is supposed to have in his possession. But if you match that to the dollar amount, he's just a millionaire. He's not a billionaire. Now, with
Hmm.
his properties, he's considered a billionaire, but not in a monetary, only in property. The other thing is you have a few branches of the government. You got the executive branch, you got your legislative branch, and then you have your there's one more branch, the administrative. With those three branches of that would be the government.
Anthony, what happened? Hello?
I'm here. Anthony probably at work. Sometimes he go in and out if he at
Okay.
work. Where's Simply at?
She went to the strip club. She on stage right now.
What? Where Ghetto at, Desire? Where Ghetto at?
I'm at the strip club. I'm just playing.
Ghetto and Anthony at work.
Now, I'm at home.
Oh,
I ain't worked since April.
I'm playing with you, babe.
I know. I know. It's all good. It's all good. I'm on furlough right now. Fuck that.
Yeah, my
but I
thing
really don't want to
is,
get into politics because I said that earlier on my channel. I didn't want to get into it.
but
But when I
sometimes
started
it's
looking
just
at it,
good
I
to
said, you
express
know
it.
what?
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone. You know
No,
how my phone is.
I was gonna do it like, late at night and I see it because they're gonna show it over and over again. But see, I'm gonna see the juicy parts of it.
I don't even want to see it, girl.
Because I want to see what the
It's the
other
judicial branch. That's what
people
it
are
is.
talking about.
I can't stand Trump, so I would not look at it. I know when voting time come who I'm gonna go vote for. And let me tell you, if
What happened?
Dang, it's a conspiracy up in
Uh-oh.
here. Oh, we
Everybody's
lost
mic is
somebody.
going out. I don't know.
Mine?
It's my phone, y'all. I think it's my phone. It's the StreamYard. And I think when people have an opinion, hold on, let me see. Somebody else's, let me see. Okay, there she is.
yeah, and when voting time come, if all them suckers up in here ain't voting for who I'm voting for, I'm divorcing, I'm whooping ass. Everybody voting for Biden.
I know that, like I said, I don't know who to vote for, but I know I'm not voting for Trump. I know I just wish we had more
Well,
options.
there's
There's only
nobody
one
else.
more left.
They already
Crazy.
did the nomination. They already
Yeah,
did the nomination.
yeah,
And
I'm
if
saying, I have no choice but to vote for Biden. But
Yeah,
mhm.
and there's a lot of people gonna feel that way.
I
And
like how Miss V put it, that he's the lesser of the two evils, because
Mhm.
like I
exactly.
said, when you look at it, both of them really
But
ain't what you
but
want
if
in
you
office, really.
well, I don't know how long you've been voting, but if you really look at it, you only have two options. And you
Yeah, that's
choose
what I
one
said.
you choose, and
But
you know every time they don't get in. When I
I'm gonna let
chose,
y'all know though, I have never voted ever, ever, never. And
really,
Okay.
I have never voted because, like, I heard that if you vote, then you get put on a list for jury duty, and ain't nobody got time for that. But the
no,
reason why I
you
Girl,
haven't voted,
no,
no.
girl.
If
Let me
they
the
tell
do,
you.
if they do you jury duty, just tell them this. Is what I tell them, it's against my religions to judge other people. That's what I told them. I promise you, I
Oh, let
told them
me
oh,
that.
tell you.
Epic said
Let
his
me
phone
tell
died.
you. They always send me stuff for jury duty, and I put on
They
the
send you on
mail.
jury duty as soon as you get an ID for that state. Your
But
name
listen
going
what
there.
I put on there. Listen what I put on there. Do not live here anymore.
Out of the country.
Girl, they don't call me for jury duty maybe about 10 times, and I put do not live here anymore.
And I told them it's against my religions. You
But
know,
you know what?
it's
The real reason behind why I don't vote is because I am one of those people who think, oh, my vote ain't gonna count. I do think like that
don't
because
think
Your
like
vote
that
if you
count.
because you
Your
might
vote
be the
count.
listen,
one vote
but
to
if you
get that
listen to
person.
what they said though, if you listen to what they said tonight, they said that a lot of the votes got lost. Some, hey,
You
Miss
can't think
TR.
about. You cannot think about that. That's him lying. That's him trying to manipulate and make the Americans think something like he
Mhm.
making you think. Your
It's a
vote
scare
do count.
tactics. It's
Yeah,
a
your
scare
vote do
tactics.
count, love. And you know what? If you vote for a person, they get in office, it feels so good and refreshing. But if you vote for somebody and they don't, you feel like that, a slap in the face. But that's what happens. But at the end of the
There's
day,
only one person that could win.
yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, for your personal feelings alone, you got to do what's good for you. It'll
Hmm.
make you feel good that you know you voted for the right person, so you can talk and speak on something. You know, you get what I'm saying on that other person
Yes.
because
Hmm.
if you haven't voted at, if you ain't voted for these, one or the other, and then all this stuff start happening, you can't say a thing about it. You just got to live
Hmm.
there for 4 years and hope you don't get back in. But if you
Hmm.
haven't voted, come on now. You
Let
can't
me
say anything.
welcome Miss
Hello,
TR to the
everyone.
panel.
Hey,
Hello, Miss
Miss
TR.
TR.
Hi. I had to use my granddaughter's phone in order to be able to get in. Hello, ladies and ghetto preacher. Ghetto
Hey, what's up?
preacher, it's wise for you to vote via mail due to your health. I am too a cancer survivor, and I'm also
Oh,
a
God bless you.
COVID survivor.
Yeah, God bless
Cool.
you.
Yeah, I'm also a
Yeah.
COVID survivor. When it first
Yes.
came out, it hit me real bad. It took 2 months for me to get well. I was COVID diagnosed with COVID-19 with left lung pneumonia. It was really bad. So for those that are tuned in that don't believe that the virus is not real, it is real. The second wave have started already. So the best thing for you to do, Ghetto Preacher, is to do what Designed by V said as far as the sea salt. See, and if you can get Himalaya salt, between sea salt or Himalaya salt, those are very good salts to clean your nasal, because that's how the germ gets up in your system. And
What
when
if you
it's
And
cook
able to,
with it?
when you're able to breathe it in, once it gets in your system and then it hits your blood system, it's hard to fight that bacteria off, you know.
But
A-
what if I cook with the Himalaya? I cook with the pink
no, the thing
honey,
is,
no, you have to
no, no,
drain your
no, you have to
navel.
breathe that in. It has to
oh I
clean
thought
your
I
You
cause
have
I
to make
sinus.
it real salty. You got to put enough salt in there that you can't stand to taste it.
Yeah, you
oh
can. You
Lord.
have enough salt that when you breathe it in, you can actually taste it in the back of your throat.
Even though if I got high blood pressure and they gonna make me going up just smelling it.
No, you're just smelling it and
I'm
Yeah,
you're
just
not
just
messing with
smelling
ingesting
it.
it.
y'all. I'm
That's
just
all it
messing with
is.
y'all.
It's lovely
Love you,
love.
love.
Get high
It's
contact.
steaming. It's steaming. But
Another, uh,
you can
go
also
ahead.
take black seed oil.
Hmm.
It tastes horrible. It's cumin. Pure
Hmm.
cumin is a natural healing herb. I'm sorry if you hear any howling in the background. I have kittens that cry a lot for some
I
reason. They
heard
just
something.
Hey,
cry.
What is that?
But
hey,
yes,
simply, I told preacher about that
black
black
seed.
castor oil. I braid my guy hair with that. He love it, and I
I'm not
put it
talking
in
about
my
the
hair
black
too.
castor oil. I'm talking about black seed. It's
And I was
cumin.
telling preacher that I
Oh,
told simply that simply told me about it, and that's what I was telling him because he getting his hair braided now, and I
and he
put it in
got the
my hair
black.
too.
Yeah, the black castor oil. They call it Jamaican black castor oil. Is very
Yep,
good.
that.
But getting back to the main subject that I've been really dying to come in and say something, and I listened to
Okay, I'm
the
sorry. Go look.
debate. Okay, I'm old school. I'm most likely older than everybody in here. I'm a great grandma. That's how old school I am. So I'm on Biden's side. Okay. I was on Hillary's side because to me, I looked at it as the lesser evil, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm a born again Christian. So a lot of Christians went for the and what they call it Anglo-Saxon, which is Caucasian Christian. They
Hmm.
went towards, as they call, the right side. Ugh, I don't know
Hmm.
why, if you're Democrat, you're left, like there's something wrong with you, and the right side is only the Republican. Okay.
Hmm.
However, the main things that the Anglo-Saxons will throw up in your face is the abortion law and
Hmm.
and as far as homosexuality. All right. Number one, there will always be abortions, okay? There were abortions during my grandmother's time. They just did it in back alleys with hangers, okay? There will always be abortions. There will always be prostitution, and there will always be homosexuals until the Lord comes and He redeems us. Everybody has their own demons that they have challenges with. It's not for us to judge. Judge is for God to judge, because I'm not saying what's a sin and what's not, what is a sin. I need to worry about the beam in my eye and not worry about the toothpick that's in somebody else's eye. It's none of my business. It's between you and God. What God allows you to do doesn't mean that He'll allow me to do. He may allow you to wear short dresses, and with my fat behind, He ain't gonna allow me to do that. So everybody's situation is different. So, and dealing with that. And that's the first thing that they say. What about the abortion? You got to remember, Trump is Republican. Republicans does not honor abortions. They speak against abortions, and they speak against the homosexual acts, meaning the acts as far as marriage, etc., etc. And we're saying with that, Trump never said he was against abortion. He doesn't speak on abortion. He never says anything about the homosexual. He doesn't speak on it at all. We just assume that's what he covers because he's under the Republican. Trump was not under, Trump was a Democrat. He didn't slip over into the Republican until former President Obama ran. That's when he switched to Republican. Trump was Democratic the whole time. He was Democratic during the Bush registration. He
I
have
was
been
wondering about that.
he was Democrat when Clinton. He was on Clinton's side. Okay, all the way back. He just recently went to the right side when former President Obama got and came into play, and we know what a lot of people did that because, and we all know why a lot of people did, and
Yes.
people complain about former President Obama. I don't think it's fair, especially us people of color should go against him like that because he did not get fair play with everything. Everything he tried to do, they were beating him down. They went in, like even just before he went out, when one of the judges, I forgot, died or stepped down, and he had to replace that person. They didn't even allow him to replace it, and it was 8 months before he was ending his term. But
True.
now, when this recent last week, or within 2 weeks ago, when the Supreme Judge, when she passed away, they're allowing Trump to make this new decision of this new person coming in. But they didn't allow former President Obama to do it when he had 8 months left
Mm-hmm.
in service. But President Trump only has what, 2 to 3 months, and they're allowing him to pick the Supreme Justice.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
not fair. All right, that's not fair. So they played dirty, and he tried, and they kept knocking him down. And it's been caught on tape that they said everything that he tries to do, knock it down. And what it was
One
is that
hundred percent.
they knocked it down 100%. Okay, he
Yes.
did what he could do under the circumstances that he was up against. He was a man with pride, and he was a man with dignity, a man with strong education, and he represented. And people said, well, he didn't do nothing for our people. You got to realize he wasn't there for just our people. He was supposed to be there for all people.
For the
People
country as a
focus
whole,
just
yes.
on people just focus on, well, he ain't do nothing for our people. What are you talking about?
But
He's the president. He's supposed to do something for everybody, not just us. He cannot do that. And plus, you got to remember that he had a Caucasian background. So even more that he had to do for both sides. If it came to black and white, we're not speaking about the gray in between. We're talking about the black and the white. He was raised up. His mother was definitely full Caucasian. His father was a black African. Okay, and he was raised by a white grandmother and grandfather. So he had both worlds in there. And matter of fact, it was the white world that actually raised him because his father abandoned him and his mother. He went
Yes,
to,
that's true.
so it was like he really didn't play a part in his life.
Yeah.
But he still tried to do what he can. He married a black woman. He showed the American people what the American family should look like, and it had nothing to do with color. It had something to do with morals and standards. He showed the people. Okay, he had two young kids. He had a wife. He wasn't sneaking anybody in the back door doing them. He wasn't doing any of that stuff that Clinton and all the rest of them were doing that just didn't get caught. All the way back down to Kennedy. And I'm during the years of Kennedy. I was young. I was like maybe when Kennedy was assassinated, I must have been about 11 years old. But I understood everything that was going on because my father broke it down to me from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King to Robert Kennedy to JF Kennedy. That was all my childhood.
Someone in the chat says they aren't allowing Trump to nominate a new justice. Obama's party didn't have the in the Senate, majority in the Senate. That's why his nomination was blocked. Trump's party has the majority. Race is
Right,
not
right,
exactly.
right. But really, they shouldn't have
True.
blocked anything. He's the chief in command. They shouldn't have blocked that from him. He did have the right to.
Mitch
It's just that
McConnell
they
did it.
blocked it. Okay, so getting back to the debate today, Biden is somewhat old school. And he was trying to see no matter what, we still have to respect the office. And that's what Biden was trying to do. He was trying to respect the office. And a couple of times he came out of character. He called him a clown. He called him a fool. He told him he needed to shut up. And then he had to backtrack because no matter what, you have to respect the office. I don't particularly care for Trump being there, but I have to respect the office. He is my president, regardless if
Yeah,
I like it or not. You have to respect
TMI.
the office.
Yes, but on the other hand, Trump should have been respecting his opponent
Yes,
also because
yeah, but that's on him. Didn't allow
But you
him
know,
to
when
look
a
like.
person ain't got nothing better to do, is who make the loudest noise.
Yeah, his bark is very loud. His bite
Mhm,
isn't, but his bark is. And now that we're finding more about him, I knew that he was bankrupt because they said it a long time ago. They
mhm.
said it a long time ago. I was, I don't know.
Every
For those who don't
casino.
know me,
Mhm.
I was a
they
radio
filed.
personality, okay? And I was on the radio, and me and my partner, we talked about Trump. Trump went bankrupt in everything that he got.
Every business he tried.
Every business he
They
run,
filed bankruptcy
he
because
lost it.
he's
But hold up,
Trump is
let
a
me share
fraud
this.
though.
I don't want
Like,
to cut you, but
okay,
most
yeah.
of these hotels, Trump do not own them.
No,
He
it's just the name.
is just the name.
It's just the
People
name. He
use
does
his
not own the
name
people.
because he is big in social media and stuff. Trump do not write out own these hotels.
No.
His name, people
Yeah,
use
that's
them
right.
for
They're
the
using
name.
his name. But the
But we gotta
casino,
look.
he tried to own the casino. Those Trump towers and stuff, they're just using his name. He does not own that. They
Yeah, but you
use
know
his
what?
name for clout. It's his
They
name that
fool
they're using. And
they
that's what
fool a
he's
lot of
getting
us
paid
by
for.
they
Go
fool a
ahead.
lot of us, even regular people. They fool a lot of us by filing for this bankruptcy or whatever because
Hmm.
a lot of them don't want to pay taxes. A lot of them
Hmm.
don't want what they owe, so
Hmm.
they file bankruptcy. And
Hmm.
Trump is a fraud. He all the way through. He's a fraud. He's
And
been
then
Hmm.
on
fraud.
top of that, he only paid what a round figure of
$700.
$750 in taxes. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that just came out a couple of days ago. And when it was brought up, he had to really think about what to say to clap back. Oh, I paid thousand. No, he did not. He paid it
Hmm.
underneath, what is it, this golfing thing, Malagos, because of his employees. But him as a person, not a business, as a person, he only paid $750. And I pay more than him, and I'm retired, and I'm more or less disability, and I get taxes taken out, and I pay more taxes than what he did. The
Right?
average McDonald person pays more than what he did,
Hmm.
you know. And you know what he said? He says, I was too smart to pay it. Now, as the American people, if you really listen, it's like, what kind of president it is? I have to
Hmm.
pay taxes.
Right.
And I'm living on a what is it, below minimum wage, and he don't have to pay taxes. Are
You
you
know,
kidding me?
Bentley says in the chat, Obama was not the only president to have the nomination blocked because their party doesn't have the majority. Obama was
Hmm.
not a victim. It's politics.
True.
It's politics.
True.
That's how the game is played.
Yes,
Yeah,
he telling the
and it's
truth.
dirty pool, and it's dirty pool. It's a
Yeah.
cutthroat type thing. And
But
if
let
you
me
look at
say
it,
this.
but you
Sorry.
know something designed by V. If you
Hmm.
looked at Obama from when he first started, when he ended, what this office did to him. His looks, he aged. His hair is like completely white, almost damn near white now.
Hmm.
And every
They all
president, it's
age
a
up in there.
stressful job.
Trust, yeah.
They go in there with dark hair and come out with white hair. It's
Hmm.
that stress type. But like I said, getting back to what the debate was all about, Trump said the word bastard. He said something about a bastard. He used that foul language like that. Now, someone in that office, you're supposed to, the level is supposed to be high, but he stoops lower and lower, lower. Now, as
Hmm.
far as with Biden, with Hunter, Hunter is his living son. Biden's living son. Okay, Bo is the one that died of cancer.
Oh, okay.
All right, just to get you straight on it. It was Bo that died of cancer. Hunter is still around. Hunter did make a certain amount of money, but he did it legally. It was all legally, and that's more than what Ivanka and Donald Jr. is all about. Because,
Hmm.
they're not supposed to be handling their father's stuff and all that other stuff to make money. Trump made money off of doing stuff with the White House for his business, and that is illegal. And I'm gonna tell you, as soon as he doesn't. For one, if he comes out of office, if he doesn't make it to be president in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to face. He's gonna have to face the
Mm-hmm.
music. He got
Mm-hmm.
rape charges from ages 13 on up. He's got fraud. They're checking into his taxes, and that's you got to remember that he was impeached. Y'all forget about the fact that he was impeached.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Oh, they
forgot
acquitted
about
that.
that. He
They
was
acquitted,
impeached. He
they
was
acquitted
impeached by
Trump.
the people. He
Yeah.
No,
was
but he
impeached
was
by the
still
people.
impeached, but he was not they did not bring it
Oh
to
no, no,
the
no! They didn't
finding
bring
guilt.
it to the forefront. No,
Yeah,
they
but
said
he was
they did not.
impeached.
They
Uh,
did, but the
Bentley
people impeached him. The
Bentley
Senate
has a
and
question
everybody
for
else
you.
didn't. But that's not going to go away. We're talking about as far as
Somebody have a
reputation.
question.
Bentley has a question for you, Miss TR. He says, legally, please explain how getting money from Moscow, China, and Ukraine was legal.
Right.
Oh no, she didn't say it was legal.
The way that you said that his son had got his money, it's legally.
Oh, Biden's son?
There was
Yes.
something that he was accused of doing, and I'm not even going to get into all as far as that politics with all that because it's still under investigation. And right now, they're saying that he didn't do anything illegal. So if he had,
What they were saying, let me explain. What they were saying was illegal because his father was a part of the government. He should not have held that job because you need to be unbiased. The money wasn't illegal. Is the principle of it all
okay, because I know that
because his
I
because his
understand.
father was the vice president. They're saying that's the only way he was able to get that job. Like you cannot have favoritism. You
Right,
cannot
right, right,
take a
right.
job. You cannot take a job where when it's time for you to tell the nation or the country, oh, what y'all are doing is wrong, then you have somebody in position getting
I
getting
understand.
paid from
No,
it.
I thought that they were trying to say that he took money that was
No, he didn't
illegal.
steal the money. They
The
were
pr-
saying that he should not have had that job knowing that his father was the vice president. But let me
Okay.
say
So,
this here, right? Go ahead.
but
no, I
that's
was just
no
going to say
different.
this
But
really
that's no
quick.
different than okay. That's no different than Ivanka and Donald Jr.
Yeah, getting all these patterns from China while you in office.
Right.
Yeah. But
But
you know,
let me say this right here. You
okay.
know what I don't understand about the Republicans in terms of talking about abortions? Here it is. You said don't have abortions. But some of the same people that you're telling don't have abortion that is living from hand to mouth, you still don't want to give assistance in terms of welfare or whatever. So you're
Exactly.
saying they're lazy. You're saying they should do better. But they're saying, well, I don't want to bring this child because I cannot afford this child. So what it is, then they turn around and kill black people in the street. They were once children too.
But their defense to that is that it's always other options. Like you can go ahead and go your full term and have the baby and then put it up for adoption if you don't want it. Just not to, murder.
Whoa. But
A lot of people,
what I'm saying, there's still lives. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all these people were still lives that was taken. They're somebody's child.
yes. I really don't get that right there at that point. But I'm saying like if like they say that if a woman wants to do what she want to do with her body, she can go ahead and do it. Which okay, I agree with that. But at the
Hmm.
same time, when you look at it, yes, there are other
Put it over
options
here.
for for adoption and stuff like that. If you cannot afford to take care of your child, you can always put them up for
Girl,
adoption.
see kids in foster care or whatever it is, they're not treated well either. Let people do what they want to do with their body. There's judgment day. That's between them and God.
That's
Yes,
right. And then
that's
not
right.
only that, they say that you can't have the abortion because you feel that you can't afford to take care of this child. So you can't have they protect the baby while it's in your stomach, but once the baby comes out, the baby's not protected anymore. Because then they don't give
Yeah.
you health care, they don't
But
give you this, they
a
don't give
lot of
you that. Even if you are working, there's a lot of people that are working and can't afford health care for their children.
But see, a lot of these, like I seen the other day on this new thing, a lot of these women are waiting till their later term to abort, and these children they're already fully developed. They're they have every limb. The brain is like ready.
Oh, I agree,
It's a whole child.
simply because the moral part of it. I understand the moral part of it.
My thought about it,
Fire,
there
fire.
is a judgment day, and that's between them and God. Because
Yeah,
you know what? Instead of they going back alley, it's still a life that's been taken.
yeah.
Another thing is when they talk about women that was rape. One Republican senator said, um, if the body, apparently the woman like it because
Oh
if
wow,
her body would have reject the child if she didn't like it.
wow. That is so ignorant.
Yeah, we go through too much for somebody else to make a decision on. I don't believe in abortion. I have 5 kids myself, but I say, ain't nobody telling you what to do with your body.
Right. Fire.
Yeah, it's wrong for women to use abortion as but control, but that's between them and their God.
Yeah, you're right.
Because no sin is bigger than the other. For the Republican to go ahead and steal, for the Democrats to go ahead and steal, and then a woman go have an abortion, sin is sin.
Yes, you're right. You're correct.
Yeah, the Bible said
Fire.
there's no sin that's bigger than the other. That's why I love the Lord. Because someone who went out and steal and another one who went out and kill, God look at them as the same.
That's
So
right.
with all of that these people are talking about, now let he without any sin cast the first stone, because 10 minutes ago we all could have sinned just by thought.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
right.
I'm not pointing no fingers.
Yeah, it's not for us to do that. You're right.
Mhm.
Firespawn wanted to know, was he actually charged for rape? She said she thought he was just accused of rape.
He has a lot of charges. I think it was a 14-year-old that I think I had a pageant of a 14-year-old. Oh, it was his pageant, and he fondled a girl or something like that. This said.
Oh, hey, Custer man. Bentley says he benefited from his father's relationships with these particular countries. Hunter even traveled on Air Force One to meet with Chinese investment managers. That's ethically wrong, plain and simple.
But listen to this. Trump's sons travel. They just don't show it. They travel on Air Force One. Ivanka does too. All of them do. Because a spotlight was put on Biden, but let he without sin cast the first stone. All of them messed up.
Yes. Miss TR, are you up here twice?
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it. Let me back out. Let's try again.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there I go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Like I said, I done hit
Yeah.
a button or
So
whatever.
my thing is, I just look at it and I said, you know what? This is what could help move the needle forward so we could start doing a bit better. Even though if Biden do 4 years and somebody have to jump in and take over the reign, but we don't always need to go back or look backwards to go forward, because these things, whether with Biden's son or whatever, it don't happen already. And the thing is, Biden didn't make his son do it. Why are we paying for other people's sin?
Well,
But
for one, Biden said, let's not get our, he said, come on now, let's not get our families and start pointing the finger. Because he says, you
exactly,
don't want to get me started with that. He let him
Hmm.
exactly.
know.
What
He
I don't
was like,
understand is
don't
why.
start pointing no finger at me. Let's keep our families at it. It's between you and I. And that's what he had told him. But I'm
Yeah,
going to tell you
simply
When
this.
when
what?
they
I
back
want to
Trump
tell
up against the wall, that's what he does. He goes for the low blow.
Hmm.
You
uh-huh.
know.
Low
So I'm
blow.
going to tell you why I will vote for Biden. I believe that God says that you could have the faith of a mustard seed and he can move mountains, for one.
Amen.
All right. Trump doesn't go to church. He has no signs of pride. His wife is more of a Christian than he is. All right. Trump does not go to church. He doesn't do any of that stuff. You know, like all the
He made a statement that he
other
did.
former presidents went to church on Sunday, unless they were out on business. They did to church. They were all with their family. All was church, and most of them were Catholics. The only one that wasn't Catholic is Obama. He claimed to be Baptist. Okay.
So what
All
is
right.
Biden?
Biden is Catholic.
Because he wanted to push more of an Islamic education into our children's learning. You know, he wanted.
I think that's good.
I don't know. That's
We're
me.
Islamic. Wait a minute. Islamic teaching is different from Islamic's religion. He never said the religion. He said the teachings. It's no difference than you learning the teacher. When I was going to school, if they were able to teach me Egyptian and paganism, why can't I learn somebody else's culture? He's talking about as far as culture. He's not talking about religion.
Yeah.
He's not talking about religion. He's talking about the culture. And I think we need to learn the culture because they're more involved in us. Just like they need to know just like we learned the Latino culture. We get to learn the they call it the Bengali culture. I think we need to learn that because when we start learning their culture, then it's easy because it's easy to accept. People don't accept when they don't understand something, and when you don't understand something right away, you want to take it as it being a bad thing. It's not. Just like when they started learning more about our ancestry and our culture of Blackness, the Caucasian, they get to understand why we think in certain things you do. If you're able to learn one another's culture, then it makes it
You
easier for you to
Brought up.
accept things.
you
But
will be
going
more
back,
tolerable. What you said?
no,
Oh no,
I wanted to go back to what, I don't want to go into a rabbit hole. I just want to go back to what I was talking about, how the reason why I want to the reason why I'm going to be voting for Biden.
Biden.
All right, so because he's a believer, okay, he's a believer in God. He goes to church, him and his family, and I know he's a very strong Catholic. And strong Catholics don't believe in abortions. Okay, a lot of politicians may not speak on it because it's a heavy subject, just like with Trump. Okay? But God could use someone that's a believer. Even if it's just a little bit, he can work with a little bit. He said, all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. All right, number one. Number two, Biden does have a lot of history in dealing with politics. He does, so he knows how to negotiate. He will be a lot better than what's in there right now. What's in there right now? They said that Trump is not even reading the rules. He doesn't read. He waits for someone to break it down and tell him. So that means if they told him the sky was green and he looked at it and the sky was blue, he's gonna say the sky is green because that's what he was told.
They said in the morning meetings when they have I forget how they call it, but in the Oval Room when they have morning meetings,
to go over everything.
They have to show him videos. They have to literally make videos to keep his attention, because if they have to read,
forget it.
He forget about it.
Right.
He don't have a good attention span.
Right. So at least with Biden, he has history. He has buku history of understanding the game, and going in there. And plus, he did everything with former President Obama. Obama said he was the first one to see, and the last one to be with him was Biden. So they just weren't just business partners. They actually became to care and love one another. It was like, that's some heavy trust there.
Bentley said Biden has been in Congress for 47 years. Name one bill he authored.
But listen to this. Even though a person been there for 40 something years, it takes a group of people to have a like-minded to push stuff through. It's not led up to one person.
It's not.
It's a group of people. He could write all the bills he wants to write. If he don't find 100 people to align themselves with him, or 50 people, it's not even good on the paper that is written about. So I don't understand why people push it that he himself can't do everything.
Right. You have to understand the system, and they're pointing fingers, and pointing fingers should not be. You have to really understand the political, what they call it, chain of command, put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Another one. Go ahead.
Also, me voting for him is that I strongly believe that, okay, and I'm not wishing anything, God knows I'm not wishing anything happen to Biden, Joe Biden. I don't think he's going to be able to do, I believe he should be in office. I strongly don't believe he's going to be able to do the full term. I think because of his age, he may pass away, and Carmela is going to be the president.
Another thing,
that's what I think it's going to,
And that's going to be bullcrap. Like the way.
But listen to this. Sorry.
Well, wait a minute. She made a statement. Why is it got to be bullpack? That she's vice president. Why is
I'm
that
saying
bullpack?
because the way that where she stands at, well, they were saying the first thing they were saying about her when she first got elected to be the runner-up, or vice president, is that she doesn't stand for her community, which is they want to bring her into the African American community, which she said that she's
but simply she's married to she has an interracial marriage. She does both sides.
Well, yeah, that's what she was saying, that she couldn't just be for one side. Plus, she was more of a different race than she was for African American, which I don't agree that you have to go for your race only, because what
her race is? Her race is black. Her mother's Japanese? No, not Indian.
They showed her family.
The ones with the little dots in their forehead.
And her father is from Jamaica.
Right.
Yeah, they show her family, but they say that she identifies more with white people. Well, yeah, that's what
maybe because she's accepted more.
Yeah, because people. What did she say that?
That's why.
Well, what I heard.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying
designed by V. I'm gonna tell you that maybe because she's accepted more on that end, and with me being African woman, you see the color of my skin. I wasn't accepted by my own, and you see the color of mine. And both of my parents are black. I was not accepted by my own. My daughter is just a pinch darker than me. She was not accepted by her own.
She didn't claim to be black. She never claimed the black. She didn't claim that she was African American at all when she made her statement about that.
She said that she's Jamaican and Indian.
And in society they put the Jamaicans, Africans, and blacks all in the same category.
But when you go to Jamaica,
yeah, because I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean, and I'm black.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm black. But let me say this here. Even with Kamala Harris, when they said like in the 80s, when she was like the top person, it was a DA. No, was she the DA? She was the top person in California.
She was, prosecutor.
And they were putting black people in office left and right. Let me tell you guys, nothing is foolproof. If you have a lot of crimes in your neighborhood, you're going to try something to see if it works. I think she should say when is her time to debate or talk about it. It was passed down from Washington, D.C., was passed down from Reagan, the laws. And she was in position, and all she did was see if it would have worked. But it didn't work because what was set up in the beginning, they wanted to break up the black families.
And I was young during the Reagan days. Reagan days was no joke, honey.
Yeah, they
As
were
far
trying
as
to,
as far as
they went into the
discrimination,
neighborhood, they put
oh
drugs,
my
they were trying to
God,
break up the black families.
it
And
was
in
bad.
LA, New York, New Jersey, all over the country,
And
crime was just rampant because of the drugs. And they put laws in place. She followed the laws that they put in place because she cannot give people prison time that is not on the books.
I'm a New Jersey
It came,
girl.
it
I'm a
came from
Jer-
the top people.
I'm a Jersey girl, and we had hell during we called it Reaganomics.
Mhm.
Reagan caused a lot of problems
Where
for
in
the
Jersey
working
you
poor.
from?
Patterson.
Oh, Jersey City.
No, Patterson. You know the movie Lean on Me?
No, I'm saying I lived in Jersey City.
Oh, okay. But
Mhm.
yeah, they called it Reaganomics. The working poor had it so
Girl,
bad.
it
They
was
even
horrible.
It
People
was
walking
horrible.
around the
You
street like zombies on drugs. Like
and
you
they di-
don't know if you're
and
gonna
they
be
really didn't
robbed.
have and they really didn't have much of welfare back then either.
Hmm.
There wasn't welfare. That's when they had them food stamps that looked like Monopoly money, and you couldn't eat.
Hmm.
It was during those days. It was like, oh, it was bad. It was bad. The drugs were really bad, and back then, the early during Reaganomics was what, the late 70s, early 80s, because he did 2 terms. You got to remember. Yep.
See, they will try to pass it off to say, well, they steer it away from themselves and say, well, this person do this and this person do that. None of them are without the fault.
Well, you know what,
Everybody played a
Bentley?
part.
Bentley says that she was Willie Brown's side chick. Well, in the political field, and people did what they did to get ahead. I ain't
Yep,
knocking it.
yep.
If you were
Because
single,
every human being will do that. Every human being will try to get in position to be better. Sometimes we try to shift to this side, we shift to this side, but it's for a better position. So I cannot say Biden is without fault because I haven't seen the whole record and know everything about him. I cannot say, well, I could say Trump is with fault because we have seen what he has done, his mouth and his actions have tell us all. So my thing is somebody else deserve another chance. Over 200,000 people dying that didn't need to die. When Obama, before he left office, they set up a task force for disease in this country.
they left you know what they did for Trump? They left the playbook for him to handle because they knew that something was coming up.
And he
Because
took it apart.
and he did not anything that his focus is anything that former President Obama had. He's obsessed with him. He's
The
OCD with
person,
him.
Bentley, she got her position by going to school. That's why I'm pushing my kids to do get a degree, go to school. Because if she wasn't in position with a degree,
She wouldn't have been able to be the
she
side
would
chick
not
to
have
get
been
her.
able to carry the job. So how she got there? How did she get in position?
And then on top of that, she's good at what she did,
Yeah, she good at what she did.
regardless of how she got
How she
there.
got the job? How you think she got it? Bentley, tell me how you think she got the job.
She had to go to school and had the honors, even though she ended up getting favor because she was somebody's side chick. Honey, I know I've been somebody. Everybody's been somebody's side chick, regardless if you knew it or
Or
not.
get preference for some
Please.
reason. That's why I said I'm not judging.
Mm-hmm.
Let he without any sin cast the first stone.
Well,
The
I'm gonna tell
only
you,
perfect man is God.
right.
We
I'm gonna tell
all
you
have
something, Bentley.
faults.
I've been the side chick. How I've been side chick? Someone cheated on me and I didn't even know, so I end up being the side chick. They
You
cheated
the
on me, and how
incidentally
many
child
people
side chick.
you've been the side, Dan? Come on, the woman one of your women that you dealt with cheated on you. So look, you end up being instead of the side chick, you were the
But
side
still,
what, Dan?
but
So don't
still,
even go
even
there
if she was messing with somebody,
or
she
not.
had to have the education to be in that position.
That's right, and she had to work to get there, to
Yeah.
get that, and she was good at what she did. She was good. She's good. That and you know something too. Oh, she ended up leaving. I'm sure she'll be back. Simply,
But you know what?
I'd
Even
rather have
if,
her as the VP, and if something happens, be the president,
yeah,
than for Pence to be in there. because that was a
even
lot of people's
if she
concern.
have done, even if she has done stuff wrong, she is not the first and she ain't gonna be the last. Look at Bush lied and said that it was Saddam that did whatever in New York City. Then it was come to find out it was a whole thing that was made up. They
And it
all
started a
have
war. And it
faults.
started a war.
Started a war. They all have faults. But I'm saying right now, Biden is way better than hot potato, throw up everything in the air potato.
But not only that, you know what? God could work and turn that around because Biden is a Christian and God fearing man. So he could work with a Christian God
Yes.
fearing man.
Mm-hmm.
He can't
All
work.
God need is like a little bit of acceptance. Trump, listen, even when with the George Floyd stuff, when they throw the smoke bomb to go over by the church, Trump was holding the Bible upside it down.
Yeah, yeah. I was watching Timothy Blaine do it. I was rolling,
He was holding
laughing.
it upside it down. Like, how much of a fool you planned to do something and you did
And
it
I think
wrong?
didn't somebody die too? Someone got
I
seriously
can't
hurt or died,
remember.
but he did that just to be able to go in a bandit church, an abandoned church, to go in front of church
Hmm.
to hold up a Bible. He's fake, even dealing with that. He's fake.
Well,
And
Bentley said she was Willie Brown's side chick. Well,
so what?
she had some powerful stuff, but she
That's
had that
right. That's right.
education though.
Yeah. And you know what? And she ended up getting higher and being good. Everything that
She
she
got
did,
that
she was
education though, and I'm saying whose side chick she is right now. She made it to vice president.
that's
Whose side chick she is?
she ain't no side chick now.
Bentley, my thought is none of us are perfect. The only perfect person, as I say, man,
It was Jesus
and as
Christ
we know
himself.
how the Bible talk about is God. You're not going to find a perfect person.
Nope.
We're not, but they're better than the orange
The orange man.
the the those things that you wet it and they gremlin on drugs. Like you don't know if you're gonna be robbed.
And they really didn't have much of wealth. Oh. Sorry, guys. That was from my
Uh-huh.
other phone.
Yeah.
Bentley, nobody said that Trump created the virus. Hold up.
No.
Neither did Obama. But Obama, everybody knows that when he left office, he gave him, they call it the playbook,
A playbook, yeah.
the directions on how to handle this emergencies like this.
Bentley, Trump could have been out of office. He could have been the most outrageous person. But when he got into office, if he had turned it around within the 4 years or the 3 years, he had turned it around and give everybody a fair chance. He seemed like he was just president for one set of people. He didn't seem like he was president for all. And I feel like I don't feel like he's a good leader in terms of what to do with this country. So
Bentley,
right
wait a
now, if
wait a second. You
a
know what?
dog came up and the dog get the nomination, I'll vote for the dog.
Hey, Marianne Bentley, I see where you're going with this. All right. We're seeing both sides here. You're only seeing, for whatever reason, you got something
Yeah.
against Carmela and you have something against Biden when I'm looking at all these things.
Hmm.
Um,
None of them are
Trump
perfect.
never mentioned God, nor does he go to church. Okay. They spoke of that a year or so ago. They said that his wife, even in church, she knew what to do, to stand, to do the cross. He sat there and didn't even know what to do. Everybody's standing and he's sitting. He did stuff like that. Um, Obama, all of them were, all the everybody was a God fearing man, but Trump. Trump does not go to church. He spends his free time in playing golf. Okay,
Well,
that's what
Trump
he does.
remind me of a Saturday Night Live character called Chris Farley. Well, I mean, Chris Farley was actually his name, but he just seems so awkward. Like, honestly, he doesn't seem like a grown person. Seem like
Okay, Bentley. I'm not
a
gonna,
slow kid.
debate with you. Okay. Okay, you figure that you watch him mention God very often. Okay.
Listen, Trump could mention God 150 times for the day.
His
I
work
still
shows.
wouldn't vote for him. He don't like my kind. And anybody in my house.
If he was a God-fearing man, he wouldn't have that spirit of hate and
Yep.
racism.
Yep.
He would
Anybody in
not
my
be
house, vote for him. I'm kicking them out, including my husband.
Bentley, he would not be thinking the way he does. He comes from a
Yeah, with
family.
God, you're gonna mess up. But if he think about, God was a loving God. God was a sharing God. God was a forgiving God. God wasn't a disrespectful God. And you know what? We all will fall short from
But
certain things. But every day he's a mess up.
he comes from a family of hate and a hate of racism. His father
Hmm.
was one of the grand wizards with the KKK. You know all
Hmm.
this. They went all the way back in the history to the point where Trump was being sued for for discrimination
Discrimination.
with apartments and stuff like that. So he can mention God all he wants. So did the KKK. That's how they
Bentley,
did their sign of the cross, and they used to burn
Bentley,
it.
his actions speak
Shows what he's
very
about.
loud. The day that George Floyd passed, no, like few days after, I'm George Floyd, even though I'm not a man, but he's my type. He said, "Oh, George Floyd should be looking down smiling because the stock market is doing great." How insensitive. He couldn't sympathize with his family, but he could talk some mess. That man, I will never vote for him. I didn't vote for him the first time, and
Neither
I
did
ain't gonna
I.
vote for him a second time.
I can tell you one thing about him being in office. We got to see the heart of the people, what they really were
Under
about.
under control. Trump does not mess up every day. I don't care. He could. I just that man.
He's
No,
e-
no,
he's
no, no,
he's
no, no,
he's a snake evil type. A snake evil.
no,
I mean, he's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
no.
Clothing.
His
Even
his
to
his actions.
But even tonight, what was the white supremacy's name that he said? He told them to get back and
He
stand
said.
by. His words
He
was
said.
get back and stand by. He's telling them to fall back but stand by.
Uh,
Stand by
the
for what?
Harris family owned slaves. Listen, everyone could atone. Trump had many years to change and to come up with the times of how to treat people.
And
The
he
Harris
didn't.
family, they're not talking the mess that he is talking.
Even the Muslim family where their son gave his life for the United States. He was
Hmm.
American and he disrespected that family and they just got finished burying
Hmm.
their son. He's not a nice man. I'm sorry.
How about
He's
the
not a nice man.
bounty? How about the bounty that Putin put on the American the soldiers' head, and Trump never addressed it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His own sister can't stand him. Why should I stand him?
His
His
niece wrote
sister
a
say
book
he
about
lies and lies
she
every day.
wrote
The sister that's the judge.
his
If
sister
she can't stand him,
and his sister's daughter wrote a book about him and the family. They're not nice people. They don't have great
mhm.
backgrounds. They're not nice people at
If the
all.
Harris family owned slave, it was in the past. There's no slavery.
Okay,
There's no
okay,
slavery today. It's
okay,
bad treatment today. There's some good people in Charlotte too. There was good people there. Yeah, uh-huh.
okay.
Hate is hate.
He says, stand down and stand by to the question. Who do you tell supporters? Why would you tell? I can see you tell them to stand down, but why would they stand by? Stand by for what? Was he some kind of general that he's going to tell them what to do? Like, stand back. He didn't say stand by. Look at it. It says stand back, meaning like hold back and
Yeah,
stand by. The
don't talk
exact
about
words.
my racist good old boys.
Yes, the good old boys.
The good old boys.
Bentley, go back and listen. He says stand.
Bentley mind is made up. You don't argue with a person like that. His mind is
Yeah, it's
made up.
like casting
Just like
pearls
mine's is
against
made up.
swine.
I will vote for Chihuahua over him.
That was a quote. Okay, but that was not the quote. Was not stand down.
Well, it wasn't a good timing.
But that wasn't the quote. He said stand back and stand by. He didn't say stand down. Listen to it. He said stand back,
Yeah.
BACK, and
Well, I
stand
mean,
by.
they know what that means. His people know what that means.
Mhm.
He never denounced David Duke or none of them.
And the guy asked him twice, yes or no, and he wouldn't even give a yes or no answer.
Hmm.
He gave that answer. I'll tell them to stand back and stand by.
Chihuahua for president
All
over
right, I
Trump.
got it. I got it. Right, Firespawn. All right, Chihuahua, it is. But right now, we only have two choices: it's him
Yeah,
or
we're gonna
Biden.
vote for. I'm voting for Biden.
I got Biden, the lesser evil. At least we'll have 4 years of something's going to improve.
I
It
mean,
can't.
it's gonna be better than that. It's gonna have like, even though maybe laws and stuff couldn't pass, but we have more of a sensibility, more of a leader type, somebody to represent us, somebody who know how to speak.
Not only that, he brought so much shame to our country that other people don't even want
Girl,
to
I don't
deal
know
with
what
him.
Simply is. Simply might have been like, forget about these two fools talking about politics.
No, she probably had to do something. Maybe she had to let her dogs out or something like that and get something
Okay.
to eat. But yeah, he
Yeah, the other people in other places are like really laughing at America. Let me tell you, I'm a foreigner. I love this country. I remember the first time hearing the national anthem and listening to the words of it, right?
mhm,
And then, to go to Ellis Island to see, when the people come here, the people that came
mhm.
for religious rights and freedom. No, America is not perfect. And they came a long way, but there's a lot of more change that could be happening.
Mhm.
But Trump set America back, where other countries around the world is
They're not
looking
even
at America as a
respecting us.
joke.
They think we're one big joke. They're not even
I'm a
respecting.
foreigner and I love this country.
Mhm.
I love this country.
But I know that you know what too. Um, it was I'm gonna tell you what happened with Barbara Bush. She made a statement that she did not want Trump at her funeral. His wife showed up. He couldn't
Yeah.
show up. He couldn't even show up for Bush, the dad, the Bush. They didn't want him there. And Barbara made it clear that she didn't want him there.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that go to show you?
Yeah.
You know, the
But
Queen
we'll
Elizabeth.
just we'll vote Trump out, but still pray for him, that because it'll be sad for the devil to get such a lost soul.
That's true.
But
That's
he
true.
he don't deserve to be in office. But we'll vote him out and still pray for him. That's how much love people still have in their heart. Let's pray for him because he cannot die an old fool.
No, but we're gonna have to pray for him that things will be easier because they caught him admitting to a lot of stuff, like him groping women and stuff like that.
Well, honey, he gonna have to stand the music for his own self. But I said I wouldn't like the devil to get his soul. I would like
Mhm.
for him to repent
So
and
he
him to
can be
get to know
saved.
God
Yeah,
on his own. That him himself could, couple years from now, come back, and the same people that follow him, he could help them change their mind and their heart, because it's who fool want to die in hate.
that's true.
We never said the Bush family was bad. We said people make bad decisions. All of the politicians do. Democrat,
That's right. That's
Republicans,
right. That's right.
independents, independent thing. All of them make mistake, but anything is better than Trump. I think Bentley just
Nobody
like
said
to
that the
push the
Bush family was
buttons.
bad people. No one said
Yeah,
that, Bentley.
Bentley just want
Come
to push
on.
the envelope. But
Come on.
Bentley, God bless
Come on,
you.
Bentley.
God bless Trump. God bless his family. It doesn't, I don't mean for any one of them to die ignorant or in sin or face hell. I wish that he will get better as a person. But to run this country that I so love and I
No,
put my
I think
hand
his
up
term
to
is up.
become a citizen to, I love this America.
Well, you know what? I I hopefully he's not going to do this term. Our country's in a big mess hole that has had more than it's ever been since it existed. And it's going to take a whole lot to get it back together because for one, we got a plague over us right now. This virus is a plague. Okay, so we're still
Yeah,
battling that.
yeah.
And the only way to fix for us to come back the economy strong if the plague disappear.
They
Because as
need a
long as we
break.
got that plague, we're
Hmm.
gonna have a hard time. You know, Marianne, I don't believe that this country is going down. I do
No,
not believe
you gotta speak positivity over your country. You know why? Because just like the Titanic, if you on that ship and it's
that
going
means
down,
that you
you're
that
going
yeah,
down with it
yeah.
too.
And I'm
So
not believing that my
you
country's
have
going
to,
down.
you have to speak life. You have to,
There's life and death in the power of the tongue. So
yeah,
if we speak
you have to
death, that's
manifest.
right. If
You
we
have to
speak death, that's what we're
manifest.
gonna have. But if you speak life into the situation, the
Oh,
power.
Simply's in the chat. She said her system went down.
Oh, okay. But StreamYard didn't go down. So it's on a separate server. That's why. That's why she
Oh,
did. That's why her internet system went down, but StreamYard didn't go down. Mm-hmm.
Bentley, Bentley, listen, I get you. I get you. I get you. You put it out there, but I'm saying it's just like how the Bible said, how God said he doesn't wish that any one of us perish.
That's
I
right.
don't wish that Trump perish because he is still one of God's children, but he doesn't not everything you want in life is good for you. Being president was not good for him. He doesn't have the temperament, he doesn't have you need to have like a calm that could come over the land when certain things happen. And he has too much of self, like the kid on the playground that want every toy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not someone, you know how when you go to, he is the chief in control, right? And like when you are at home and your things didn't go right in school or your day, and you go to your mom or your dad and they lift you up to give you encouragement. Well, Trump doesn't lift us up in encouragement.
Bentley.
We feel like no hope.
Bentley said Biden messed up the internet. That
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
Biden.
All
He,
right,
he
Biden,
just
don't be
acted
messing up
up,
the
right,
internet.
Bentley?
But but that's the reason why I will vote for him, because I know God said that he could take a faith of a mustard seed, and
Yeah,
that's
give
just
him
what
a
it's gonna take.
chance.
And
Yeah,
I
give him
think
a
that,
chance.
all right, Trump had his chance. Come on
Yeah.
out. Let
It's
Biden
like a
fix.
raffle. It's
Right.
like a raffle. Let
Let
everybody get a
God
chance.
let God give Biden the wisdom to know how to be able to get. We're not going to be able to get out of everything because
I
a
know,
whole
yeah,
lot
because it
happened.
takes some time. It's just like losing weight. It doesn't come off all of a sudden.
And well, you know what? The destruction came pretty quick and fast now.
Mm. But
But
you know
but
what?
to get it
If
back
we will
together, it's going to
send
take a minute. But
whoever is the leader, if we will all put our mind,
I was getting
it's
ready to say
like the
that,
wall of
design.
Jericho. But if we will put with our mind with positivity and how we treat it, start with how we treat our fellow man, our next door neighbor,
Well, that's what I was
and
saying
send
earlier,
that good
design.
energy of love, it could heal the land. The Bible said I can't remember exact scripture, but he said he could heal the land
Yeah,
if
that's
the
right. If
people
my
would turn
people,
away.
he says, if my people should turn from their wicked ways and pray, I shall heal their land.
Heal the
So,
land, yeah. So it's
for
going to
one,
start one person at a time.
unity is power,
Yep.
regardless if it's good or bad. If you got a bunch of bad people pulling together, it
Hmm.
can cause bad things. If you have a bunch of
But
people that's
look at the wall of Jericho. They didn't have no arms, but they march around that wall. So the same thing apply. If we will
unity,
pray for our leaders.
but unity is power.
Hmm.
Unity is power. And that's just what happened with Jericho. Not only did you got to remember, they marched around 7 times and they weren't supposed to say a word. Nobody,
Hmm.
everybody was supposed to be quiet. That was their
Hmm.
instruction to march. And
Hmm.
then when they ran around the 7th time, and you got to remember, the walls of Jericho wasn't no like 6-foot fence. It was like a
Hmm.
wall way up.
I was in Israel. My husband was raised in the Middle East. He's Israeli. I was in Israel, girl, and I see how that structure is.
And I'm telling you, when they walked around that wall, and the wall
Mhm.
was what, so many thick where you could actually
Yep,
walk on it,
even in the old
side to side.
city.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. The point I'm making is that unity is power. They follow the directions, but not
Hmm.
only after they did the seventh time, they all had to scream. Everybody had to scream, and when they screamed, the walls came come tumbling down. And you think the fight was over? After the walls came down, they had to go over to the wall and fight the soldiers that were behind the wall.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
there,
Bentley.
so it wasn't just that to it.
Hmm.
Thank you, Bentley. Bye bye. I guess you're leaving. I guess.
No, he put the scripture in the chat, so I said
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
So not only did the wall come down, it wasn't like just the wall came down and that was it. They had to go
Hmm.
behind the wall and fight them soldiers.
Hmm.
So it wasn't just, but they had God behind them, and
Hmm.
because of the unity, and God saw the unity, and He just said, "Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
back y'all up," and He backed them up, and they
And
won.
another thing, there's a scripture that said, if two or three are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst of blessed. So we had to call and pray, and we all
Yeah,
doing it
pray.
together,
It says
send that
pray.
good energy to give Trump an early retirement so he could go rest and think about the stuff that he have done in his life, so he could be a better person, Bentley.
Okay. Yeah, so well, not only that, the Word of God says
Well,
that we're supposed to
I ain't
pray.
praying for our president. I'm praying for Trump. He never was a president. He accidentally walked into a script.
Can y'all
Well, the
hear
Word
me?
of God said that we're supposed to
Yeah, I
pray
can
for
hear
those.
you.
Okay.
God says that we're supposed to pray for those that are in leadership, and that's with everyone. That's not just your pastor. That's your husband, whoever's in leadership over your house. We're
Yeah,
talking about all those that are in authority, because they got a hard job to do.
yeah. You cannot hate your
You got a
fellow
hard
man and
job.
say you love God because God is love.
That's right.
That's what I
That's
was
true.
saying
But
earlier.
anyway, simply thank you for allowing me to come on. My
Oh, no
granddaughter wants
problem.
her phone back. Blessings, everyone. I have enjoyed, and regardless of
Blessings.
who you like.
I enjoy your help because you helped me out with Bentley, and I think Bentley is funny.
Yes,
And
thank you, Miss Kiara.
but you know what? I'm just all I can say is this, people, regardless if you vote for Trump or Biden, your voice does count. Your voice does count. And I'm gonna physically vote. I'm because it's not too far from here. I'm gonna get up, and there might be a line, and I got a bad back. I'm bringing me one of them little folding chairs and sit there, and my whole family, I convinced my whole household
Before
votes.
you go, Miss TR, so do you think that going there physically is gonna be better than mail-in?
Um, no, I trust the mail-in. You got to remember that, and not bashing Trump. That was Trump's idea to close down the U.S.
Post
postal with a
office.
lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That the guy that's in the head of it, he's under scrutiny right now, and he can end up
Mm-hmm.
going to jail for what he did.
Yeah,
What do you
That's a
because they
big time
take out
federal
most
offense.
of the mailbox and stuff.
That's all. That's Trump's doings. That's him connecting with Trump, and they collected all that. Now this
Oh
guy is
wow.
under, yeah, as you go look him up, he's under scrutiny, and he's got to go to court for that now. Messing with the mail ain't no joke, honey. You could do life in
Mhm.
prison
Yeah,
behind
that's the
messing with the
federal.
mail.
And on top of it, he by destroying the mail system, he has a mailing company. So they were driving the business away to his company.
Hmm. So there's a lot to it. They're in big trouble. And not only that, you can always find out if if your thing was registered to vote anyway. There's a thing that they you could check. I think something in dealing with vote, and you could check to see if they received it. They have a system set
Mhm.
up. But voting was always like that. Like the military, they
Mhm.
vote. We get businessmen that are overseas, they
Yeah.
vote. You
Mhm.
know,
By
um,
absentee ballots. Marilyn
yeah.
Rodriguez, we're gonna get a big old van, and we're gonna get Bentley and all of the naysayers, and we're gonna take them, and they're gonna eventually vote for Biden. Bentley is voting for Biden. He just saying that.
Bentley is
Okay.
going with Ben.
Okay. For the last I heard, he was in trouble and he was under scrutiny. So, okay, you said that what I'm saying is not true, that he
He
wasn't
says
under scrutiny.
the head of the USPS
Yeah, the United
testified
States
before
Post
Congress.
Service testified before Congress, and no charges have been and will be filed against him. That story is not true. Okay, well, I
Okay.
guess what? We will find out, huh?
We will find out who is going down with the
Yeah,
locomotive train.
because I'm gonna tell you something. By him doing what he did, he messed up. There's livestock that goes through mail
Yep.
that was
Yep.
died, that ended up at the post office and died. Meat,
Yep.
there's food, there's a whole lot of stuff involved, which causes
Mhm.
diseases
And in
and
this
all this other
time
stuff.
of in this
So,
time of what is happening where there's shortage of certain things, you don't want to put nothing to waste.
right. But there's livestock that goes through the mail,
Yeah,
died.
they travel on those freight trains.
They died. They were
Mm-hmm.
dying from the postal service. I mean, stuff that actually ended up, because people like farmers, they get like chickens and stuff like that through the mail, little chicks and all this other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Look what he's doing. Also raw meat. People get food delivered to their home through the mail, and
Mm-hmm.
that was going bad. They had machines that went down that processed stuff that was dirty and dealing with rats and all this other stuff. So there was a lot to it, Bentley.
Girl, you know Trump didn't have it all together when he said to Como if he was nicer to him, then he would let them get breeding machine.
What I feel like though, if any African American can vote for Trump right now, there's something wrong with their mental state because how do you refer to as the Ku Klux Klan as Proud Boys? Is that
Huh.
what you're saying when you say make America great again?
Yes,
That's
He's
that's
talking
what he
about,
mean. That's what he mean. You remember at his rally, he said, "In the good old days, this is what we used to do to them."
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he meant.
He strongly has white supremacy behind him.
Hi, live. How you doing, babe?
So,
But
but
our punishment for voting Obama in was Trump. They were very, very upset when Obama
yeah,
got in
oh
office. A
yeah,
lot of,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
but
And I don't think, what, simply, I don't think Trump really thought he was going to get in. It was like a hoax, like, yeah, I'll
Yeah, it
do it,
was
I
a
do
fluke.
it. And then it
yeah,
just got out of hand
yeah.
But
because he
Obama
wasn't prepped for
humiliated
it.
him at a press something press meet, not a meeting, like when the
Conference,
press people get
press
together.
conference, a conference.
And Obama humiliated him by talking about the birth certificate and how
He
Trump is such a fool.
humiliated him at the big dinner.
And he
Yeah,
was
at the big
like,
dinner.
I'm going to get in there and I'm going to take away everything he do. Like
Oh,
little kids
Bentley,
that
I'm
throw
not even,
tantrum.
what, Bentley, you just want to debate with us between certain things to just go against. If I said the sky was blue, no, dog well is blue, you're going to tell me it's purple. So it is what it is.
Well, I think Biden meant to say that black people are super people. Like they do a lot of things that a lot of race, don't think about doing. So Bentley, we'll let him get away with that because we know he's not perfect.
How did
I
he? How
say
did?
wrong things too.
But how did he say? How do you get people from predators? I don't understand that. That's why I say I don't understand on both sides. Like I guess
Girl, let me tell you something, right? We
Uh-huh.
all misspeak sometimes. Sometimes my kids correct me with words. I was just trying to say a word a few minutes ago, and even though I know the English language, sometimes my tongue get tied up.
But when you're on national TV, them little words mean a big difference. They make
But
a
what
big,
I'm saying, we all are human beings.
yes.
Yes, he could have all the education. Let me tell you, right? My husband is an attorney, right? And my
No,
husband, he will
brother.
call me. He'll be at the office and he'll call me. He was like, he have to write a letter to the judge or, write a letter to the judge. And he will write the letter. He'll call me to read the letter. In the beginning, I'm like, why would he call and ask me that? He the one that went to school for that. He said, common sense. He says, sometimes you just have to break certain things down and just talk to people's heart. It's not all about the big words. And sometimes he himself get caught up. You don't always pronounce things properly. That's why even in writing a book, you get someone to proofread the book. Nothing is foolproof. The
But you
only
know
perfect
what?
man is God.
Simply answering to your question there, I wonder what the time of error was going on at the time for him to even say that. Something must have been going on because even there's certain times that I said, "Oh my God, my people are acting like monsters." We just say things. He's not a bigot. We come on, Biden is
Mhm.
not a bigot. Okay, he's from old money, old school. He comes from the '60s where it was strong segregation and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
as we go closer up, we get more and more out of that. He was President
Yeah.
Obama's right hand man. He does
Hmm.
not think like that. So, at the
Was that
time, if he did use the word predators, what was happening during that time for him to say something?
was that
You
him
know,
in that picture that they brought to surface of him sitting next to Martin Luther King, or was that someone else?
I don't
oh
know.
no, no, no.
I don't know.
That probably was what's his name, the preacher. Um, Oh my God, the
Billy
evangelist preacher.
Graham.
It might have been Billy Graham, not him.
Oh, okay, because I could have swore I saw maybe it was Photoshop, but they had put a picture up of one of them that's up there that was
It
trying to
might
be
have been
nominated.
Billy Graham because Billy Graham has been in it regards who was in the office. He was always the person in the White House and everything.
Bentley, Trump has to ask God for forgiveness for himself.
Oh well, yeah, you're right, Bentley. Though, if it had been Trump that said that, we would have been on him like red beans on rice.
Well, it
But
Because
has
you
been
know
him.
what?
It
But
has
you
been
see,
him.
Trump has too many evidence of the mess up. Biden don't have all of these evidence of the mess up. And even though Biden was raised in a time where, the racism, his family might have owned slave, what is your repenting qualities? He has done a lot moving forward.
Yeah,
Trump is
for the
like, I
people.
don't care and I ain't doing nothing. These people over there, he's not doing stuff to push the envelope further.
Well, Biden does have repentance qualities that he in
Yes.
regards with that. And then
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
right, right, right,
this
right.
this is what
And
makes
not
me
only
think
that,
because
and not only that, he what he said, something had to been going. If he did say that, I have to look at that word predators. And not only that, Trump said something about the Mexicans and all this, and the
Oh yeah.
Latinos
Hmm.
are they're nothing but rapists and all this other stuff.
And
So don't
shithole
come, don't come
countries.
with
I'm from one of those shithole countries too.
yeah,
Trump is ignorant.
and we're
Y'all
lazy.
know he
We're
is.
known for being lazy. Oh God, you know what, Bentley? I'm done. I'm done
But
with
you
you,
know what?
Bentley.
You cannot
I,
get
you know,
upset.
you know
Do
how I
not get
feel, Bentley,
upset
right
with
now.
Bentley.
casting your pearls against swine. That's the way I feel right now.
Yeah,
Ladies,
don't get upset at Bentley.
I'm not getting
It's
upset.
Bentley's job. It's
It's
his
like,
job to push the envelope, and it's your job to say, "My mind is made up, and I ain't turning back."
and yeah,
Trump had his 4 years, and he could go walla in the tower.
I know how God speaks to my heart. Okay. Simply, I'm calling it a night. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up on your platform. I don't understand why you still can't see me. And I do come out, I'm always in the bushes. I'm always in the
There's
bushes.
good, there's good and bad
And
in
designed
every
by V, I
culture.
do,
Hey, love,
designed by V, I do have you. I've been having you for as far as a subby for a while. Yeah.
check out
Yeah,
my channel.
I know I
yeah,
have
Thank
your
you.
channel. I said I have it.
Okay.
I've been having when I don't know if I picked it up a couple of months ago with
Mhm.
Vern or Just Teresa. One of them. You know who I'm talking about, right?
No,
I do remember seeing you and I do have you.
it might be in Lovely's chat or Simply's chat.
It could have been that too. And Lovely, I have Lovely, you
Good
know.
night, Bentley, my love. I'm
All
so
right.
glad I could communicate with
Blessings
you.
to you. Blessings to everybody. All right. Good
yes,
night.
Miss
Let me
PR.
give my
Good night. Thank you
granddaughter
for
back her
coming.
phone. All right. And thank you simply for allowing me to come up. Bye bye.
No problem. Bye bye.
I told Lovely at one point you got cut off, and I told Lovely you were at the strip club. I said, Lovely, she on stage now.
Yeah, I've got to call this internet provider because I pay too much money for this thing to be going down like that. I had to unplug my router box and plug it back up and wait for it to refresh. That's too much.
Hmm.
So
So
I
did you
gotta
get the card together?
my car. No, not yet. I have to wait till I get paid, which is next month. But
Okay.
I think it's just a tune up I need. So I'm gonna get that and see if it fixes it because I need my car. I got too many
Why
appointments to
don't
go
you
to.
have them run a diagnostic on it?
Well, last time I did that, I went to AutoZone and they plugged that thing up to my car where it tells you the codes. And my
Mhm.
car is electric, like so it threw off. It shorted out my electrical system, and my car wouldn't start. And I was
Oh,
telling Leslie about that. It threw itself into neutral. Like I don't know, it started rolling by itself, and I couldn't push down on the gas. The gas was stuck. It was stuck up. I couldn't push it down. I couldn't do
whoa.
anything. Just start rolling, and I'm screaming like, "Oh my God!" Because there's parked cars behind me, and I almost hit a car. And I just start praying. I'm like, God, please stop this car. And it stopped right before I hit the car behind me. And that was
Wow.
so scary. Yeah. I was like, I will
So you
never let
see
this
how
bus.
God works, right? Hello? Bentley, save me. The internet went out again. Joe Biden might have taken it out. I thought Bentley was funny.
You hear me?
It went out again.
Oh my goodness. See, this is too much. But um, do you do lives on your channel?
I haven't done live in a while.
Oh, okay. Because I was
Yeah, I
gonna
haven't
say,
done
like,
live in a while. Downstairs, my theater flooded.
oh
Let
man.
me tell you, it flooded in March of last year. And then the came in, we fixed up everything, and 2 weeks after they came in and replaced the flooring and the sheetrock and all of that and fixed the other bathroom downstairs, it flooded again. So now we have to they said there's a bend in the main pipe from the road. So that's what I'm dealing with here. So I do videos, but I don't go live lately. I
Oh,
just
okay.
do this uploads.
Oh, I think my
Yeah,
internet
I
went.
still never. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I think it had went out. It keeps going in and out. This is getting on my nerves. But
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna say
still
like,
never did. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say maybe we could like do a session over on yours one day or something like that.
Uh-huh. I don't think much people is gonna come, like, because I do home decor.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people might think that is boring.
No, I mean, once you get to talking and get a subject going, people get involved. They actually do. Like, I
Mhm.
noticed, I used to think that about mine too. Like, oh, ain't nobody gonna come over and, but they actually do. They get interested in the conversation, especially about home decor. I love that. I used to work in home decor for 4 years.
Yeah,
At
but I'm saying what you like, maybe the next person don't, because I put a video up, I might get maybe 100 views before the end of the day, and it's
uh,
really low.
oh wow. I think a lot of people don't know about the channels though too. You gotta advertise your channel out there a lot, in
Mm,
different chats. Let people know you're a content creator because some people don't even know, that
mm.
some people are content creators.
Yeah, I see the channel that is out there, beefing and whatever, girl, they will get 1,000 views in a second.
I know people feed off of that. They love that beefing and roasting and gagging. Ugh.
But I can't do it, girl.
Me
I'm a
either.
softie. I start crying. So that's why I just learned not to just take stuff personal.
Yeah, yeah. I can only do it for so long, then it gives me a headache. I can't stand it. I'm like, uh-uh.
Yeah, but all of that back and forth with this is my thought about it, right?
Uh-huh.
You are a stranger to me. Yes, I get to know you from Lovely Channel and you seem like a sweet person and I like you. But how in the heck I'ma argue with somebody that I haven't seen or hate somebody that I haven't seen
That's right. That's right. And then
or
on top of
attack
that,
somebody that I haven't seen? That's why when the stuff had happened that my name got involved with, I'm like, it never bothered me because I'm like, that person don't know me. How could they give a good description or talk about me?
exactly. And that's why I really don't take anything personal on here either. I'm not getting my
Mhm.
blood pressure up for somebody I don't even know. We
Yeah,
probably
you
would.
have to see people and just take them for you see when people show you who they are, you just believe them. Like
That's right.
Lovely, I know Lovely, she'll curse somebody out. Sometimes she get a little tipsy and she woo 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 woo. But
Yeah.
overall, she a sweetheart to me.
Yes, she is. And that's why I'm always over there because Lovely is she has a good soul, good spirit. People just have to get to know her.
And the thing is, none of us is perfect. Like none of us. I'm not perfect.
That's right. And I know I'm far from it. So
Yeah, so I'm not expecting my friends or the people that, I've grown fond of to be perfect. Some
yes.
people just open up their mouth and they're so freaking funny.
Yes. I
And
agree.
I cannot, because one person going through something with another person is not my position to just, oh, well, I hate that person.
That's right. That's right. And
Like
I have
Lovely and Deanna don't get along, but I really, really like Deanna.
Yeah, yeah, and we were talking about that earlier because Lovely doesn't really care for Five Babe or Brianna, but I like them. So
Mm-hmm,
it doesn't sway her opinion of me or anything like that. And I
mm-hmm,
don't know what she's talking about them. I might be in there just having a conversation, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon because I'm her moderator. No, I like who I like. You like who you like. Like I made a vibe about that. My enemies aren't your enemies. So it's
uh-huh.
just
And if God gives us free will, no, who's the next person to put us in a box?
right.
Imagine God say, "You gotta serve me. You should not wear short pants."
I know, right? And that's what I was talking
Girl,
about today, the free will. Too
yeah.
much freedom might be a bad thing on some people, but we have to be able to have our, free will. We have to be able to express ourselves and do what we, do.
But I never understood the free will until you look at it this way. Suppose that is not off your belief.
Yeah.
You don't want me to be your friend because you force me to be your friend, or me to be your friend because it's something that I want from you. How about it comes naturally and genuinely?
That's right. That's right. And
That's the
people get that
best.
mixed up.
And you allow your friend to have his or her own opinion. The only
Yeah.
thing is you're going to be like, listen, do not drag me into anything because this is my belief. And the other thing, even about gay people, how, with the Republican talking about, oh, don't give them the rights. And girl, don't you know they're going to go do what they do in bed anyway, whether you give them the rights or not?
That's right. That's right. So
You
we don't
didn't,
control each other. Shoot, that's
uh-huh,
not for us to do.
you didn't start that. You didn't start a man sleeping with another man. They were sleeping with each other since in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right? That's right.
You did not stop a woman from being with another woman. The only thing, like, this is another thing the Christian right talks about, right? They be like, but Obama give them right to get married. Honey, they were committing to each other. All they wanted, like, for instance, imagine you and I were together and we both worked and we built a home together, and then something come and happen to me or the both of us, and then the family that never supported our relationship comes in and snatch everything away.
Right.
So Obama said, let them benefit off of each other. Let them benefit off of each other insurance. Like, and to me, that's God giving us free will too. Like, listen, you're going to go in that bed and you're going to do what you want to do.
That's right. I mean, just because something's allowed doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's your choice. And the thing is, there were gay people before Obama got in office. And you know what? Half of these politicians are gay. How many of them they bust in bathroom with men?
Yeah, right. And it's not that Obama was allowing it or encouraging anybody to do it. It's just that they needed it legalized, just like the rest of them. And some of them were already going by common law anyways. They were already claiming to be married.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And like it's like my husband and I get married, and then we did not put in our paperwork, but then something happened to him, and all that we built, his family just come and snatch everything. Listen, if I ain't got to do, why am I judging?
That's right. And people don't realize that we're not here to judge each other. That's not what we're here for. And we don't have the right to do that.
That's the sin, the judgment. They're not seeing them judging another human being.
Yes.
They're sinning.
Because everybody's held accountable for their own actions. We're not held accountable for I could see if you were so concerned about somebody else's lifestyle because you were going to be held responsible for it. But if you're not going to be held responsible for somebody else's lifestyle, it's not your business. That's between them and the Lord.
Let me tell you, if you go to the bathroom and it hurt and they want to go in their bedroom and put something in there, that's their business.
That's right. If they want to use that one-way exit, go ahead.
That's their business. As long as I ain't feeling the pain, they're good.
That's right.
No, if it was affecting me when they go do that, I've been like, hell, hold up, one way.
That's right.
But because it's not affecting me, have at it, baby. That's your life. Love who you want to love. Kiss on who you want to kiss. As long as you ain't doing it to me, we good.
That's right. I totally agree with that. And I thank all of y'all for coming over here, having a conversation, even though I wasn't in half of it because my internet keeps going down. I'm having to call them. But I thank you guys.
Thank you for the platform. I haven't got on in a while. I was going to say that I still never show the whole deck fully because then that situation happened downstairs. So I just had to tend to it.
Yeah.
But thanks for the support of my channel. And it's nice to see how you are growing. You're very pretty. I've seen your picture.
Oh, thank you so much. I was looking at you the other day because I think you were cleaning your I think it was the fire above the fireplace. I think it's the fire. Was it?
Oh yeah, I was doing my fall cleaning.
Yeah, I saw that video and I went to go leave a comment on there, and then my whole thing just shut down again. It keeps doing this every day. It's doing this, so I'm not gonna be paying all this money for it to be doing this.
Well, Bentley said Trump did it. No, Bentley said Biden did it. So
Yeah, we're gonna blame it on Biden today.
blame it on Biden.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I thank you for coming over and spending this time with me and everybody down in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up.
Hey,
My phone
hey,
was charged.
Marianne Rodriguez. Bentley
Yes.
done left already.
Bentley said, I did my damage. I'm gonna go now.
Yeah. But he didn't make me upset. I like the back and forth because we talked about free will and everyone need to have theirs. And as
Yes,
long as the person is not being disrespectful, Bentley could voice his own opinion. That's
that's
what
right.
it's here for.
That's right. That's just like a debate. Same
Mhm.
thing.
But at least we let each other speak, and we don't even have all of that clout and education background. See how smarter we are?
Right? It just takes common knowledge to know what ethics and morals to stand by. And a lot of these people in high places don't have that.
Uh-huh. Because you know what? Most of them have like a God complex. Like me,
Yes,
it's all about me and I and I and I. And then the other thing with Trump, with his God complex, is he feels the way he feels and he feels like he is right. So nothing nobody else says is of value.
that's right. And half of the
Mhm.
things that he says, it has no meaning. I mean,
Girl,
usually he has a bug in his ear telling him what to say. And when they tell him what not to say, he's still gonna say it. So shoot. I mean,
girl. Trump gonna be my mama child because he'd have got all types of beating.
right? He like a child you can't control for real. His mouth, nothing,
Girl,
actions,
one
anything.
with Tourette syndrome.
Right. Speaking out of turn, turn the mic off now, but it was
God,
giving me high anxiety watching that. I'm like, I couldn't. If I was Joe Biden, I just
I
couldn't.
couldn't watch it. I did not watch it. I turned into it and then I hear him interrupted. I'm like, I don't, girl, that's what the rest of the world is looking at. I can't look at it. It's just a mess.
Yeah, that's you're right. Because I had to turn it off too. I didn't watch the whole thing. Once I
Yeah,
saw him going, I'm like, mm-mm.
I'm like, my mind is already made up. List of the two evils because nobody is perfect in this. I can't
That's
watch this.
right. Firespawn wants to know, what sign are you? She said you're hilarious.
Aquarius. How old are you, Simply?
I'll be 34 next month.
Okay, I'm 48.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're a little younger than my older sister.
I can't wait for my 50th birthday, but my 50th birthday, I hope all of that stuff is like subside that's happening because I want to spend a month in Europe.
And that's what I was saying. I know it's not going to be gone by my birthday, but godly, I hope I can do something.
Well, my husband just planned a trip to the Cayman Islands for my birthday. Like every year, he take me to a different country.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, last year we were supposed to go to the Cayman Islands. It's an old trip. We were supposed to go to the Cayman Islands last year, but then the house flood in February, but in March we were still dealing with it. So we didn't end up. We just went to Nashville.
Yeah.
But every year he takes me somewhere different, Paris, all over the place, girl. I love to travel.
You got family in Nashville, Tennessee?
No,
Oh, okay. Y'all just went there to have a good time.
we travel all over the world. We travel. We
Oh,
went to Israel like 2 years ago. We went for 10 days. It is
oh
so
man.
amazing going to
Yeah,
Israel.
my boss went to Israel or Egypt maybe last year sometime, and they brought me some rocks back and stuff from there. I was like, oh, how neat. And the pictures they take, like it's not what we see on media either. Like on the media outlets, we see a lot
Mhm.
of, crazy, just negative things, but a lot of these countries
Mhm.
have beautiful, beautiful places to reside at.
Girl, let me tell you, you saying that before we left here, because my husband was raised in Israel as a kid, right? And then they moved
Uh,
to America.
Yeah.
They told us, oh my God, do not go to Palestine. Oh, these Arab people will kill you and this, that. Girl, we went over there. The people were so darn nice.
Oh yeah, I believe it. My church does that too. They go over there and they preach. We have a missionary over there right now, and
Uh-huh.
she was saying how beautiful it was where she was at, and how the people are so friendly and open to listen.
Yes, they was just so warm. I like wearing you ever see me dressed like I wear like caftans and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I
see.
wear like shorts under it, right?
Uh-huh.
Girl, the women over there was just so happy. And mind you, it's a religious country. They all are just cover up. But I was just faking it. I wasn't like all cover up. I just wore my caftan.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, come take pictures with us. You're so beautiful. You're so this. And they're telling when before you go, you will hear stories like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Girl, the people are just so that I have met was just so down to earth, like the original people of the land. We were going to the Dead Sea. We passed through Jordan, right?
Oh wow, cool.
And there was a shepherd there, and he
Uh-huh.
was in a hut, and I waved to him and I asked, and I couldn't speak the language, and I like motion like, can I get in the hut? Because I just wanted to, when we travel, I like to live like the locals do. Like, I like to eat places that they eat. That's how you could get a sense of the country, not
Yeah, that's
always
right.
high end. And I went in his hut with him by the side of the road, girl. And that was just so amazing. Like when we went to Bethlehem. Bethlehem is in Palestine. That's where Jesus was
Yeah.
born.
Yes.
The women were nice, the men was nice. I just loved it.
Yeah, that's why we can't believe everything we see on the media outlet. They're always going to show the negative because that's what
Girl,
gets
they
them their
said, don't
ratings.
go to Palestine. They're going to bomb you over there. Girl, it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're black just like you and I.
Have you been to Jamaica?
Yeah, I've been to Jamaica, was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I heard they got some very beautiful places out there.
Well, the whole Caribbean is like that. Is like how Jamaica is bigger than my island,
Yeah.
but they have like it's like same thing, different island.
Is it Barbados or where you're
No,
from?
Grenada, St. George's, Grenada.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe
Thank
it's
you.
beautiful.
Thank you, Fireporn. Yeah. Yeah, the people are warm. This is the thing about foreign people, and that's why everyone should seek to travel or to indulge in different culture. Like earlier, the lady was speaking and she said, the more you get submerged with other people, you become more tolerant of
Yeah,
knowing them for their culture or, whatever it is. I look at the world as I'm a citizen of the whole world. I'm not just from
that's
one
right.
place. I will go anyway and I could get along with anybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I could get along with anybody. And you could drop me down in any part of the world, and I think I could get by because I love people.
yeah. When you go somewhere foreign, you try to adapt and you try to go through the experience that's in front of you, that's around you, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And
And
I've
I will
always,
tell you this,
uh,
even for what you see of Africa, when they show you Africa, they show you like the worst part. There's good and bad in each culture. There are wealthy Africans, Black
uh,
Africans.
yes.
There's this one African woman who is richer than Oprah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's wealthy Africans, there's poor Africans, just like in America. There's wealthy Americans, there's poor Americans, there's wealthy blacks, there's poor blacks. And
Yeah,
to me, we have traveled quite a bit. And for my experience, everywhere I've went in the world, they have treated me kind.
yeah. I believe that too because, like you
Mhm.
said, they got good and bad everywhere.
everywhere. There's serial killers in Europe, there's serial killers in America. There's
Yep.
no country that is perfect, but I have met some wonderful people. And girl, in Israel, they were trying to feed me everything.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
Fire-
when I'm gonna go after this here. When we went to our first 5 days in Israel, we didn't eat any meat. Everything they made was so good and flavor so well that you didn't realize that you didn't have no meat.
Oh wow. I would like to
Mhm.
experience that.
Save up your money, and it doesn't cost a lot. Like if you get paid and you're like, okay, in 4 years or 3 years, God's will, I want to travel to such and such. Open up a vacation fund, like starting like January, or you can start anytime, but open
Yeah.
up a vacation fund and start putting $20 a month. And you
Yeah,
know
my
that will add up.
yeah, my grandmother had told me that a long time ago. I wish I would have listened when I was
Mhm.
younger. You just save a little, save a little here and there, and it adds up, no matter what. If it's and then also if you live by your necessities instead of living by your wants, you also can save money that way too.
Because your money is better with you than with anybody else. I show one of the reasons for me starting my channel. I remember before I met my husband, my money was funny and my change was strange. I was left with 5 children to take care of, and I
Oh,
had to make it work.
yeah.
And I started shopping. Let me tell you, I raised my kids shopping from the Goodwill, and they never wore secondhand clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was brand new.
Yeah, that's how I was raised. I used to always think, are we poor when I was younger? Because my grandfather and grandmother used to always go to, we didn't take like extravagant trips. We didn't go to Universal Studios, the places we could have went in California. We stayed at home a lot and we worked around the house. And I was thinking, until I got older, I realized when they were almost getting ready to, pass away, they had over $500,000 in the bank. And I always thought, where the heck did this come from? But they were saving the whole time.
Mhm.
We used
Yes, I
to,
mean, you need to,
uh-huh.
when you get paid, you think about your money in the bulk of it, not the piece of it. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah. You think about
Think,
the long run. Yeah.
yeah, think about the whole thing. And what you do is pay yourself 10% first. And that
Oh, yeah.
10%, you put it in savings. Then the next thing you do, because see, the government take this right off the top, right?
Oh, yeah. No
So,
hesitation.
yes, so you pay yourself 10%. Then the rest, then you start looking at what your bills is. Then you budget yourself to say, well, I'm gonna spend this amount in gas. I'll spend this amount in like splurging in like food and whatever it is. And let me tell you, the one that you budget yourself for to last you for the week or the month,
Uh-huh.
if it's done before the date that you budget for, then you
Yeah.
tell yourself, I can't eat out. I have to pack a sandwich. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
do
right.
this. You don't buy clothes every day. And the best time to buy clothes, see, like now the winter is going out, the winter
Uh-huh.
is coming in.
Yeah.
You buy summer clothes for next year, and you can
Oh,
find
yeah.
some great deal. I have from top designer to low designer in my closet. And girl, I paid next to nothing for it. I was telling a friend of ours this weekend, I have a dress right now in my closet that's $10,000 from Neiman Marcus. I paid $10 for the dress. $10,000 now.
Wow.
Yes, I bought it at a thrift store for $10. You
Wow.
can
Yeah, I
go
gotta go.
through
I have to go budget and go looking around, shop around.
Go through the do you have Ross? Do you have TJ Maxx and all of that? What you do
Yeah.
is say like the summer, no, the winter is going out. You go
Uh-huh.
look through the racks and you buy your summer clothes and you put it down for next year. And you don't buy clothes all the time. So all you have to do is just add, you see an outfit that you really want now is a good time to buy it. You add and you put it down for next year.
Yeah.
Then when the summer is coming in, the winter is going out, that's when you buy your winter clothes. So you always a season ahead.
Oh
And you
yeah.
save your money. Yeah. And you save your money and you think in terms of, yes, I want to go back to school, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And you save towards it. A lot of people that are traveling are not wealthy people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have a mate, you're like, babe, well, if I put, let's plan to travel, and you open up the bank account and you're like, well, I'm trying to save like, imagine you saving 20 and he saving 20. Girl, you $40.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I
Then,
was trying to talk to my fiance about. We need to save more.
yeah. Yeah, because you know what? If you save, it's nothing like I tell my kids, I'm giving my kids a heads up. Like, they're getting ready for medical school. The other one is in college, one in high school, the other one getting ready to go back to school. And this is what I tell them. They all are living home. I'm like, I'm trying to help you that when you leave this house, you buy a condo or you buy your own home. Because instead of you go out there now to rent from somebody else, increasing their portfolio, why not save it?
That's right.
Like, you go to restaurants, you don't have shares in these restaurants. Like I told my kids, whenever we take y'all out to a restaurant, it's for fellowship. It's not that we don't have food in the house. It's for us to get together and, have a good time. But I could cook anything that they could cook into a restaurant. I could cook it at my house. My house needs to be the best restaurant.
That's right. And that is so right. And I need to learn by that. I need to, start doing stuff like that because it seems like I'm paycheck to paycheck right now. So but
But
it
I'm
seems like
telling
every
you,
time I turn around and try to save, something comes up like my car, and it's like,
if you do this here, if you started paying yourself that 10% and don't matter what happened, you don't touch it, you have to consider that that is not your money.
yeah, that's right.
And you keep saving so that if a problem come about, just like how now you have to wait to fix it, you would already have the money to fix it. You
Yeah.
cannot do that because you could have all the shoes in the world, right? All the nice shoes or clothes, and then a problem come about. You can't even take it back to the store after 90 days to get the full price for it.
That's
So that's
right.
money wasted.
Yep. That is
So
so
just
true.
learn. So just you have to do that. The Bible talk about the 10%, but I think the church got it wrong. Your 10% is to pay to yourself. And you pay that 10%, you don't, if you have enough, you could give to charity. It's good to give charity, to help someone out, but pay yourself. Then you put aside and you say, this is my budget for the week. This is for gas. This is for, if I'm late and I had to pack a lunch, I don't have time to pack a lunch. This is for that. And
Yeah.
if it's getting low and you know that you don't want to take the bus, or where you live, you cannot take the bus, then you say to yourself, I can't eat out. No, I had to come home and cook. And this is how you shop at the grocery store. Every other week, something different is on sale. So then that's what you buy. And
Yep.
then you build a pantry like that. Anyway, I don't want to keep you any longer, but if you ever need little tips again, just leave a comment on one of my videos and I'll let you know, because girl, I did it. And that's how you get to save money. People used to think I was rich in the hood the way I dress my kids, but they don't know. Salvation Army, Goodwill. I
Yeah.
went shopping when things were on sale and we lived good. My
Yeah.
kids thought we were rich.
Yeah. There's always a deal. You just gotta find it. You gotta take the time out to find it.
And there's always a price. Things always cost, but it's the price you're willing to pay for it.
That's right. You know, I used to shop at those high-end stores where the clothes were and everything, and I was walking down the street since I walk now, since my car is not working, and I walked past this store. It was called Half and Half name brand, and they had a 90% off sale, and I was like, what? And in the front of the store, they had some clothes outside, and I went and looked on it, and it said everything for 99 cents, and I'm like, these are some nice clothes. I was like, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to come back over here. So now I know
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing my clothes shopping.
yeah, and the thing is, buy it, put it down. That next year you don't even have that problem of looking for clothes because if you take care of your stuff, it will
Hmm.
look brand new to you.
That's right. And other
Mm.
people too, they wouldn't know the difference.
They wouldn't know the difference. Girl, let me tell you, we went out this weekend with with two friends of ours, a couple,
Uh-huh.
and we were talking. I should have taken a picture. I didn't. I was wearing this. It's like a silk jumper.
Uh-huh.
This is like a romper, but it's a jumper, and it was long sleeve. But in some sleeves, it have like a button where you could button it up so it could like sit a little higher on your arm,
Yeah.
and then the jumper had like elastic in the waist. It's like it looked like an army outfit, but it's silk.
Uh-huh.
So she was like, "Oh my God, this is so nice. It's silk. You might have paid an arm and a leg." And when I tell you what I paid for it, you're gonna be like, "Nah."
Uh-huh.
So she was like, "Oh my God, where would you buy something like this?" So I told her. She was like, "Oh, you might have paid an arm and a-" I said, "Girl, no, I paid $1 for that.
Oh wow. Wow.
$1."
Yeah, see, that's why I like going to your channel, and everybody who comes to the replay, y'all go and check out Designs by V channel because she knows how to save $1. So, straight up.
Girl, I go outside sometime and people pay me the nicest compliment in what I'm wearing. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like a fraud. That was 50 cents.
Hey, they don't know it.
No, but you see, I like telling people because why have such good deals or a way to save and you don't help another human being? It's not everybody that know how to do it. And I see that as a gift.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I see it as a gift. And why not? Look, my kids, I still buy clothes for my children. My younger daughters are 22 and 23. And anything they're wearing, someone else, oh, my mom bought it. And girl, I go places and I see nice shirts, nice stuff for them. And girl, $2, $3. I just bought them these really nice. It's like see-through. It's like a beautiful fabric. It's like a chiffon fabric. And
Uh-huh.
it's see-through. It has lace in the top and it's long sleeve and it's flare out by the wrist.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
yeah, and it's sort of crinkly, right?
Yeah.
And I seen a black one and I seen a white one. You should go to Ross and shop. They have good bargains in there and sometimes name brand stuff. Ross stores.
See, that's why
And
I thought they were so expensive there. That's why I've never been in Macy's or Ross,
no,
but I haven't
girl, the
clothes.
the tops that I'm telling you about,
Uh-huh.
I paid $4 for the top.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
shopping at the wrong spots.
and my girls, I brought it home and I'm like, I gave it to them. And they were like, oh my, this is so cute. But I bought it in different colors. So I told them, I said, what you do is wear like a nice silk bra under it.
Uh-huh.
And they have like some high-waisted pants that I had gotten them,
Yeah.
like different colors. I said that would look nice at a good old, you gonna go hang out or, y'all going somewhere.
Yeah.
They could even wear it with like a nice blazer over it because it
Uh-huh.
has like a little, the collar, it have a zipper in the back, but the collar come like all the way up, but it's see through the whole top.
Oh wow. Yeah, that
And
sounds beautiful.
and it flares out in the wrist. It flares out in the wrist. So it has like a little bellowing thing happening. It's tight in the arm, but loose in the wrist area. You can
Uh-huh.
find some fabulous clothes at Ross.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to start shopping there. I'm gonna have to start looking
Yeah.
around. I just don't take my time out to look. I see something I want, and I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get that." Price
You
is
have to
so-
plan. You have to plan in order to save money. You
Yeah.
have to look around, even when you're not shopping. Just go window shopping. So when you're ready, you
Mhm.
know, okay, the cycle of the stores is like every 3 weeks they start
Yeah.
putting stuff on sale. Like right now, you should be buying like your summer jeans. The well, I mean, I wear them too, but Ross has these type of jeans where it's made out of like a stretchy material, and they got little cuts in them, and it's sort of like look like little tarted a bit.
Uh
But how the jeans are made, when you put them on, girl, it make you look like you got all that booty in the world.
huh.
And
I need.
my daughters are skinny.
Uh
I posted a picture of them not too long ago. Both of them are tall and skinny.
Yeah, I
And
seen it.
girl, yeah, they put on them little pants and they got whoop.
Yeah. See, I have to go shopping. When I shop, I'm small in the waist and big in the hips and big in the butt, so I have to get certain kind of clothes to wear. But I
My
found,
daughter Melissa is like that.
yeah, I forgot what her name was. Somebody Mary something. She makes those exact kind of jeans. Like I
Mhm.
forget what it's called, but
I
yeah.
forget
So
what
I
it's called too, but it has at Ross they have the tag on the pocket and it shows you how you get that little extra,
yeah.
but the waist is little. The waist is little and it's like the stretchy jeans.
Uh-huh.
This is the perfect time, even if you just go window shopping now. So when you
Yeah.
do have it, you know where to go get it. Like like for instance, the next stimulus that come in, and if you get one, act like you
Uh-huh.
never had it.
I know. That's what I should have did the first time.
Act like you never had it. Your taxes come, act like you never had it.
Yeah.
And you will see how much that money will grow. Like this is how I'm talking to you is how I talk to my kids. My daughters, they're buying stocks already.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah,
smart. Oh,
yeah.
smart.
Well, I mean,
Especially
all of us could do that. All you have to do is look into it
yeah.
and but you cannot look into it to sell right away. You want to have longevity
Uh-huh. Yeah, my
because
cousin
longer
does
you,
that.
huh?
Yeah. My cousin does that. He buys stocks and he puts it on posts it on Facebook all the time when they're going up and when they're going down.
Girl, you need to get into that.
Yeah, I was thinking about
You
asking about that because I see a lot of people's testimonials and they're saying, "Oh, thank you so much." Like
mhm.
I should look into
You
this.
need to get into it because imagine by the age of 30 or the age of 40, you could retire or just
Mhm.
end up doing stocks full time.
Yeah,
Imagine how better off your kids will be.
yeah, that's right.
Yep. And look, you always have a little spare time because you come on YouTube. You can have your computer in front of you, managing your stock, managing your portfolio.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
You
gonna look
could
at that
do it.
though.
You could do it. Another thing that you should do as a young person, I mean, anybody could do that. You should manifest. You should take like a couple, maybe an hour, half an hour throughout your time in the day and sit in a quiet space and focus your brain on where you want to be and what you want.
Yeah,
What you
that's good
focus
advice.
on grow. You see the people that focus on drama, it grows.
Mm-hmm.
What you focus on, if you focus on positivity, that's what's going to grow.
Yeah, that's right.
So manifest, you want a house, you want a new job, you want a new car. Because what the Bible said, if you have as much faith as a mustard seed, he'll give you what you want, right? If you
Yes.
if you believe. So he wasn't talking to the elephant. He was, well, maybe he was because they have a brain too. But he
Hmm.
was also talking to you, the higher primate.
Yeah.
So believe you could do it, girl. You will start right here. The next few more years, they'd be like, "Is that?" I don't know your real name, but it'd be like, is that Simply? Oh my God. I remember when, her car this and this, that. No, she owned a car company.
I wish you. I hope.
No, don't wish, believe.
Yeah, yeah. And I
What
was
make
just
you,
thinking about that too, because on my walks now, I think a lot. So I was just
yeah.
thinking about it too. I'm going past car lots and I'm like, if only I can get that car right there, like,
But you know what? You need to change your thought from if only I could to when I own.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Because
Keep
life,
thinking.
life and death is in the power of your tongue. So
Yeah,
you can manifest these things, but you have to change the way you speak.
yeah, that's right. Because you can't speak things onto your life. That's right. Yep.
Yes, because if I take my time to tell you my story on
Uh,
how my life changed from where I was living in the hood, don't have no great set of education to where I am right now,
uh-huh.
I I manifest my husband. I manifest me living in the house I'm living in.
Yes.
You could do it too. My brain ain't no different than yours.
Yeah. If
Cause
you want, maybe sometime next month or whatever, we can get together and do like a interview, or not an interview, but like
uh-huh.
you can tell everybody, about, promote
Girl,
your
listen,
channel, you know.
I don't listen, I'm gonna tell you this right here. That's
Mhm.
why the other person got mad at me because you know what? I love to share.
Yeah.
And all the time she talk about herself and she talk about her kids. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know is positivity.
Yeah, and
So
it just seems like somebody would be jealous if they would say something like that. Why not talk about your children? Why not talk about what you're happy God bless you with? I don't understand why people get
I
mad
don't
over that.
even I don't even think in terms of jealousy, right?
Uh-huh.
I think because I cannot see a human being being jealous of another human being because
Mhm.
I have everything you have. God bless us with the basic, right? The
Yeah,
life, the health, the all of that.
yeah,
Anything else is what I acquire.
that's right.
So I cannot see that word can come out my mouth about another human being being jealous of me because I
Mhm.
don't see myself as being different.
Yeah, yeah. But there are some people that's out there and they harbor jealousy and envy inside their heart. That's the
Girl,
bad part about life, You got people always hating for no reason.
well, let me tell you what they're jealous of. They're jealous at a $2 outfit. They're jealous of. Jealous of a pair of shoes that was like $300 and I got it for $20.
Oh God. Yeah, see, and people
They're
don't know that
jealous
they're just
for
thinking,
nothing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nothing. But
It's
I'm
scary.
gonna go after this, but you could make something out of nothing. You could.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
You
gonna think
could.
on that too. I mean, I'm gonna actually, do it.
Mhm,
Saving. I really do.
mhm.
That's the advice that you just gave. And I hope everybody's listening because we need to save and do things in moderation instead of what makes us always feel good and comfortable. You
Yeah.
can still be comfortable and feel good and doing things in moderation.
But listen to this here. Your money is better with you than with anybody else because look at it right here. You
Mhm.
could have a closet full of shoes, a closet full of clothes. Now it come that your car, something happened to your car.
Yeah,
You couldn't even sell them to make enough money to do that.
yeah,
So
that's right.
you have to learn how to be content, content with
Yeah,
what you have. You need to reward yourself. Like I tell my kids, right? Okay, you go off to college and there's this big party, but you have to study. Which one you going to choose? The stuff that's the temporary or the stuff that's the permanent that could give you the grades to get to the next level.
yeah. The things that'll benefit you in the long run. That's right.
Do not make temporary decisions
Hmm.
for permanent situations and do not make permanent decision for temporary situation.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because even in the clothes and the shoes that you have, girl, these things go out of style.
Mm-hmm.
But money never spoil.
That's right.
It wouldn't rotten either.
Yep.
And your credit is a good thing for you to safeguard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot more people need to have that mindset.
Yeah, but I tell you this here, I wasn't born with it. I learned it over time. And even I'm in a position where I could just go buy anything now. I still
Uh-huh.
don't because
Yeah.
I live with the mindset that my money is better with me
Yeah.
than with anybody else. Look, I could have paid someone to paint my deck and bill what I had to bill back there, but it suits me to take something that was nothing. Girl, yes, yes, it was in the garbage and I picked it up and I got the wood from Lowe's for the El Frio. I go get their scraps and I build what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. And it was
And
beautiful
it's
too. The good job.
thank you. And it's unique to me.
Yeah.
I don't see like there's people on here talking about, oh, I got money and I got this and I got that. I'm not that chick that will, oh, and I spend this on that. I pity the fool that paid over the price that I paid for that. I like it on the El Cheapo, almost free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was nice talking with you,
It was nice.
Marilyn. Marilyn, hey babe.
Yeah, Marianne.
Ma- Marianne, girl, I could hardly see. So take care. Nice talking. And I hope that you don't look at me like, some people be like, oh my God, she always talking about
No,
this and that. I
no,
feel
not
like
at all.
I'm imparting good wisdom because if I'm eating good, I want the next person to do too.
Yes, you're right. And I would not, no, I don't look at it. When I hear something that's good,
Mm.
I receive it.
Yeah, try saving, and don't matter
Yeah.
what it is, don't touch it because I heard Oprah said something once. She said, I know what it is like not to have,
Hmm.
and I know what it is to have.
Yeah.
I would choose having any day. Once Oprah bought some pots and the company overcharged her by $300. Girl, Oprah called them and tell them to put her money back.
I know that's
They
right.
didn't think that she would have missed it because she had millions.
Wow.
Yep, your money is better with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right, Oprah.
Take care, love.
You too. Have a great night. God bless.
And reach out to your cousin. Reach out to
Oh,
your
yeah.
cousin because this would have been a good way for you to use you if you had only put at least half of your money into stocks,
Uh-huh.
you would have been good.
Yeah.
Because you'd
Yeah.
have something to look forward to.
That's right.
And then
It's
the other thing is you're not married. So
yeah.
you shouldn't tell him everything you have.
Oh, I know. I'm learning that too.
Hmm. Okay, take care.
You too. Thank you so much. You have a blessed night.
Same to you.
All right, y'all in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you guys, whoever watched the replay, will watch the last half because it has been very informative to me. And I hope that it's been informative to you too. And thank you so much for, joining me and chatting with me and listening to our debate and our topics and all that. But thank you so much for coming by. And I hope that you all have a productive, a very blessed and peaceful night, also morning and thereof. So thank you all much. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Fire Spawn. Thank you, Anthony. All of y'all that came through. Thank you, Bentley, everybody. And y'all have a good one. And God bless you. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.